Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to the day before Turkey Day, if your nation does the whole turkey thing. Hey Hieronymus, what's up, buddy? Hope you are well as well. Have a good day and a good week. Hey, our Dominic. Hey, buddies. So yeah, if you live in the United States, you made it. Congratulations. You have made it to Thanksgiving. You get to spend the next 4 days just kind of dicking around and eating too much food. It's cold here. It's cold here in LA. It rained super hard today in the South Bay, and when it rains here, it gets like freezing. So, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow too, and through parts of the weekend, so that's exciting. Not a roguelike. I think we're all still trying to figure out this title. So, okay. It's listed as, yeah, it's cold for California. It's like in the 70s. I can't handle it. So I think alternate Jake Hunter must be like a series subtitle or something, like referring to like a greater structure, encompassing other games or mediums. DAEDALUS appears to be the title of the game. And then the subtitle of the game is The Awakening of Golden Jazz. That being said, I have no idea what any of this actually means. So I took a couple minutes to pore over the store page again, and all I really gleaned is that it's a mystery-focused visual novel. The art style is really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And I'm always interested in games that have like a unique structure or theme to them. So I'm playing a JoJo game. Yeah, exactly. Hey, CM Kruger. It's 31 here right now. That's Celsius, right? Hey, Krager, what's up, buddy? It's 10 degrees here. Well, you're up in the wild northlands of Canada, so I would expect it to be just freezing there all the time. I was learning about new war crimes I didn't even know about in the Gundam Seed universe. Congratulations. That's awesome. Jake Hunter is the hard-boiled replacement for the Japanese detective in the original games for the last one that was released in the US. Interesting. Yeah, I knew absolutely nothing about this series until y'all put me on it. This is the second of our 2 Reader's Choice selections for November. The first, of course, being Later Alligator, which was stupendous, an absolute joy every second I spent in it. So thank you all so much for that. So I have similarly high hopes for this one. Plan for tonight is to just get way into this. If it can last us 3 hours, great. If it can't, we can turn this into a little indie variety night. I got plenty of other stuff we can take a peek at, because it sounds like you guys are actually pulling together a Hell Night for Friday. I think Toast had the initiative to put up a poll on Discord about what you all wanted to see for the November Hell Night. So if you're interested in participating in that, Discord's linked below. You can pop in there, and I think the poll is in announcements right now. 10 degrees Fahrenheit, not including the wind. Jesus Christ, dude. It's terrifying. I try to do everything in Celsius now because my wife is Japanese, and it just makes it easier to communicate. I've set anything that shows temperature in our house, including my phone, I've set to Celsius. So I'm gradually getting more used to that. But Fahrenheit just makes more sense to me because, I grew up with it, so. Hey, Silver Mike. Hey, Justin Brett. Hey, everybody. It's always so gosh darn nice to see y'all. Like, I love hanging out with you and doing cool stuff, so. Speaking of doing cool stuff, let's get into this here game thing. It's got some pretty nice music, I'll give it that. I guess something with golden jazz in the name should have good music. Whoa. It's a weird-ass menu. So what happens if I... Oh, this is his volume. And apparently the volume of the brightness and the mesh's speech. Okay. Let's do. Here for the jazz. Entertain us. I'm maybe if you're lucky. Interesting. Let me turn this up a tiny bit for you guys. Make sure you can hear this. Come on back. If this is fully voice acted in Japanese, that's gonna be pretty cool. Of course, wait. That means I'm gonna need to read it out after they read things out. Peach, what's up? No, we just started. We literally just started. Somebody was like, Saburo, like, don't worry, I'm here. And then he's like, oh my god, did I pass out? Wait. Where am I? Damn it. Okay, don't panic. Calm down and think. You gotta be kidding me. This is me waking up every morning. Can't remember anything. Damn it, of all the times to lose my memory, this is definitely the worst. It's the worst time I can remember. How did this happen? Absol, thank you so much for subscribing. Jesus Christ, for 15 months. Thank you so much, buddy. Nani sore? What's that? Something fell out of my pocket. Kei Jinguji. Who? That's right. Tend the orchard of your mind. That voice, that phrase. I recognize. Did you have any issues changing your resolution? It loaded, the game loaded up windowed, and I just hit Alt-Enter, and it went full screen, and here we are. So, I don't know if it's actually an optimized resolution or not, but it looks fine. Master hacker, yeah. Okay, Saburo, deep breaths. Focus your mind. Gotta retrace our memories piece by piece. Is this whole game gonna be a flashback? Or just chapter 0? Somebody tell the whole of Japan that there is no chapter 0. You can just start with chapter 1 or call it a prologue if you want. Kyosuke Jingui. What to do, what to do. What's wrong, Grandpa? Chapter starts 0 and go backwards into the negatives. Well, you see. Lost something very valuable to me, a treasure. What to do now? Lost it? I like to do things in 2,600 hours and nobody will tell me otherwise. My grandpa, do you think it was stolen? I suppose I can't rule that out. That's not what Naruhodo means. So I think... Yeah, and that was basically just the first sentence here. So I think they might... I don't think it's full Japanese voice acting. I think they're just doing the thing where they voice a section of the line to give like an audio impression of what the dialogue would be like. Partial voice. The grunts. Oh god, I have what was it? Ash of God's Redemption was a Russian-made dark fantasy RPG. I get the feeling they did voice acting in Russian, but then for the English release, they cut everything out except for the grunts the characters make when you click on them in like the party formation screen. Just that one screen. And it's really funny. Nothing in dialogue, nothing in battle, nothing in any of the other menus. They just grunt at you when you're trying to rearrange them. I'd actually like to hear your thoughts on the matter. It's a good game though. It's quite a good game. Voice acting is expensive. Most visual novels don't have very big budgets. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I know firsthand how much good voice acting costs. I get to see the invoices, and it's absurd. If you're 100% convinced it was stolen, then I'll call the cops. Sound good? Stances. Changing your stance, your attitude, not like combat stance, unfortunately, can change the flow of a conversation. The icon on the top right will glow when you can change your stance. Select the dialogue choice. The person's response will vary depending on your selection. How cool. Also, this interface is really pleasant with like the smooth piano music in the background, and then when you actually click on something, it plays like more piano keys. Hey Toast, what's up, buddy? Games that have later updates to the grunts let you have new scenes even if the voice actor isn't available. Very true. That is very true. What's that sign in the lower left that says Satan is happy? Oh, hey, look at that. Satan is happy. Well, you know what? Good for him. Everyone deserves to be happy. Walk me through your hypothesis. Make me. Fuck you, Grandpa. I'm not sharing my hypothesis with you. But our other options, it's impossible. All right, we're gonna go the playful, combative route, I guess. Yana kota. Look at Grandpa is utterly taken aback. What did you just say? Oh wow, you can really go at him. Hey Dev, what's up? Rude as hell. Hey RD Smokey. Voice acting is absurdly expensive. Voice actors have to say a lot of shit and make a lot of weird noises. If you ask me to grunt and scream in a mic for several weeks, I'd want a lot of money too. No. They totally... Actors deserve every penny they get for their performances. Believe me, I understand that. Like, our talent is talent for a reason, and they deserve everything they get. But on top of that, you have studio fees, you have director fees, you have engineering fees, mastering fees, administrative fees. If you're doing a union job, all that gets multiplied. So yeah, like voice actors might be walking away with a couple $100 for doing like 2 or 3 hours of talking and yelling, but it's still gonna cost the game developers like thousands of dollars. So. And on that front, it's unfortunate because it means out of necessity fewer games have quality voice acting because they just can't afford it. You know, I have nothing against people getting paid for their work. Everyone deserves to be paid for the high quality performances and work that they do. It's just all that adds up to be something that most developers can't afford. So, I just wish they'd all stop using the same goddamn actors. I like what Swery did for Deadly Premonition. Each studio kind of has their own stable of actors, and I mean, there's a lot of overlap with the more prolific ones. So after a while, you start to notice, like certain games or game series tend to have the same actors because they keep going back to the same studios and they keep using their top actors. But for developers and publishers that have the money, they tend to go for the people that everybody knows. So Troy Baker and Steve Blum, and yeah, there's a bunch of standbys in the industry. So Francis York Morgan was the voice actor for Seaman. It's my boy. Now first, here's a little pop quiz for you. What's the most essential component in growing fruit? What? What the heck are you talking about, old man? Oh, just humor me for a moment. Real quick, I want to see something in the menu. Oh, this is interesting. Message speed. These menus are lovely. I almost clicked title. For growing fruit. I'm gonna say, I think it's soil, honestly. I think soil quality is the most important thing. You're not wrong. But you're not right either. Dev, this is alternate Jake Hunter, Daedalus, I always forget that last bit. Awakening of Golden Jazz. Sorry. The answer is love. What else can you think of? Sunlight. True. Is this a trick damn question? Photosynthesis requires more than that. What else can you think of? Water. Oh, so that's what we wanted me to say. What do you do with water? Water the tree. Full marks. You see, Saburo, this is how I look at it. In order to get the fruit, the truth, you need to water the orchard of your mind with information. I don't really get it. I'm gonna say I think I get it. That's not what I told you to say. Bit too complicated, huh? Alright, let me rephrase. Chaos Wars Hell Knight? Wow. So trajectory for voice actors. I start in anime and anime video games and then graduate to video games and Western cartoons, anime voices. You're absolutely 100% correct, Hieronymus. I've worked with a couple VAs who were able to start directly in games. Is definitely a much harder path. Anime does seem to be the place where most of them start. Had an eye on the Jake Hunter games because loves me some Hotel Dusk and Last Window, but wasn't sure if they were close enough to the style. Well, we're finding out tonight. It's a metaphor. In other words, you take information you discover in your observations and organize it in your mind. That's how you work your way to the truth. To me, sorting your thoughts is a bit like watering a tree to grow fruit. So I refer to it as tending the orchard of my mind. That's kind of neat. Oh, and one other thing. The best way to get your water, your information, is to observe your surroundings and talk with those around you. How are your social skills, Saburo? Decent, I guess. Not always good at expressing myself, though. Oh, maybe that's why you charge up your DS. Oh, you have a copy of Jake Hunter. Nice. Not everyone gets me the same way you or my butler Furuya do. You have a butler? Let me give you a tip, my boy. Never mention your butler in polite conversation. The trick to becoming a good conversationalist. Don't mention your butler. Yes, please tell me. Can't hurt, right? You're actually scared playing Dead by Daylight. That's interesting. Popcorn is a good idea. I want some popcorn. Good, good. I like that attitude. We don't tend to keep popcorn in the house. You know what conversationalist means? Somebody who's good at conversations, right? So, well, you're not wrong. Grandpa loves saying you're not wrong, which is just like polite old guy speak for, yeah, you're pretty wrong. That's not what I wanted you to say, therefore you're wrong. But it also describes someone who can steer the conversation based on the other person's emotional state. In other words, a true conversationalist must be well-versed in different ways of speaking and listening. Once you're skilled enough, you can get to the other person to admit their true feelings. So this is kind of parallels the stance mechanic for conversations here. I want a fancy popcorn gift basket in the raffle at my sister's front. Oh, I love those things. I love the big tins that are separated into like 3 or 4 sections. of popcorn that you get during the holidays. Like, I would always get the one that's like butter and cheddar cheese and caramel corn. And it's so good. You can't eat popcorn. Oh, dude, I feel for you. I mean, they're hardly the only snack in the world worth snacking upon. Maybe get a peek into their psyche. You have to be able to read the other person, change your stance to suit the occasion. Yeah. We're narratively describing the game's dialogue system. It's a crucial skill for anyone in my line of work. It sounds kind of complicated. I always let the caramel corn go stale. You monster. You absolute brute. No need to overthink it, really. I also kind of hate myself for enjoying microwave popcorn for how salty it is. Hey, if you want a salty snack, nothing wrong with that. Cheese gets priority. I will agree with that. Though, I mean, I did in the last year or two discover the whole, like Boston or Chicago style popcorn where it's caramel and cheese together. Peach, thank you so much for linking the Hell Knight poll. I really appreciate that. That's going to be this Friday, whatever y'all decide on. You can intimidate them, force them to talk, or you can play along. Lend a sympathetic ear and make it easier for them to open up to you. Or perhaps you could try some flattery. Butter them up, and they might let something slip. Boston style is cream soup. Chicago style is good stuff, isn't it, Silver Mike? Suppose I were to pick on you a little bit. Suppose I said, you're being such a brat today. Maybe I won't tell you after all. Now you decide how you'll react. Don't be like that if that's what you think is best. I'm learning so much from you. I'm okay with that. Oh, come on, don't stop now. I'm learning so much from you. How's that for flattery? Looks like you've got the hang of it. That's my grandson, I tell you. Flattery can stroke the other person's ego and warm them right up. Now, as a kid, you can probably get away with it just fine. But as an adult, there are circumstances in which it can be inappropriate to lean on it too much. The restorative stance is the perfect choice when faced with someone you know tends to go with the flow. Like Grandpa. Yeah, maybe so. Hey. Just kidding, you're more the careless type. Saburo, come on, that's not much better. Ah, forget it. Now, when the other person is angry or overly emotional, your best option may be to help them cool down so they can focus on the conversation. It's giving me anxiety. I really want this guy to continue this conversation sitting down. He's got a cane and everything. He's been waiting for this moment. Stay alert while we talk and practice changing your stance until you master the art of conversation. That's about all I have to say, really. Well, Saburo, did you follow all that? Yeah, I think so. Grandpa needs to use his knees or lose them. Thank you, my boy. Your smile is more than I could ever ask for. Now then, Saburo, search the room for clues and help me figure out if a thief snuck in. Tend the orchard of your mind. Search phase. Proof there was a thief. Excuse me. Okay, so we have a literal orchard here. The 360 icon, my stances, investigation target, menu text log, field guide, auto mode, search mode. Cool. When 360 appears, you can use the left stick to change your perspective, investigate the area, stand in front of the object you wish to investigate to learn more about it. Oh, this is neat. Grimy window. Can you open and close it? Time to inspect the window, make sure it can open and shut and all that stuff. Well, duh, obviously can. I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled for little details, but it just looks like a regular window to me. Do you get additional? No. Okay. What is the orchard? Orchard of your mind. These trees grow as you investigate, populating the orchard of your mind. Select a branch to see more detailed information. Select a branch. The branch will glow. All the details of your investigation will be displayed. This is neat. Okay, so I need to actually advance the investigation and get some branches on here. door. This game is product placement for Xbox 360. QuickTime VR. Do you need to get into something? Time to inspect this wooden door. I guess it's the entrance. Well, duh, obviously. Is he gonna say that about everything? Time to inspect the body. Well, duh, it's a dead person, I guess. Maybe there's some clues on it. I don't know. Not sure you're a good person in this game. I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled for little details. It just looks like a regular door to me. My grandpa. Seems like he's enjoying this. Detective work. Why New York? Detective work. He's been working in New York City as a detective for quite some time now. That's cool. He's not the type of person who can abandon a stranger in need, so the job suits him well. At least that's what a friend of his told me. Dad doesn't really talk about Grandpa much. They clearly don't get along. Yet somehow I keep hoping the day will come when we can all live together as one big happy family. I don't see that happening. Seems like he's enjoying this. When he's looking at me right now, he looks so proud. Sorry, I'm gonna push the message speed all the way up. Oh, that just instantly pops up. Instead of worrying about his lost treasure, he seems like he's actually having a lot of fun. Is he just doing all this to mess with me? No, that can't be right. Grandpa would never do that. The first thing I do in every visual novel. Been living in New York since way before I was born. He's a super cool guy who I can trust to always be on my side no matter what. I mean, he's got this sweet pink shirt and suspenders. Dude knows what's up. But I'm sure he'd treat anyone else just the same. If only he'd come back to Japan, we could see each other anytime we wanted. I wish he'd move back already. Why New York? Music is hypnotizing, taking bets on how long we can stay awake with this background. Yeah, I mentioned that we might do other games tonight, not because I think this is gonna get like boring or tedious or anything, but because like late at night I tend to get lulled to sleep by adventure games anyway. Not through any fault of the game itself, but if a game is relaxing, it has a lot of reading, it tends to put me to sleep, and I could kind of see that coming a mile away with this one. I'm fresh right now. No worries about that just yet. We're like half an hour in. I feel like investigative thrillers are where we can all come together. Luckily, your shrill voice balances that out. I do what I can. This is how I keep the audience engaged. Assault your eardrums. I've got one last thing to say, but you'll need to keep it to yourself. Promise me you won't tell anyone. Dad too? Anyone? Not a soul, you hear me? Either way, it's not particularly earth-shattering. If you don't want to hear it, that's fine too. What'll it be? Tell me, old man. I promise. Remember now, a man never breaks his word. I know, I get it. This is a bit over 40 years ago. The Asia-Pacific War had just ended, and the Japanese military called for the dissolution of the Zaibatsu. Did your history class teach you all that? Nah, I forgot. Devotion was good. I really enjoyed when we did Devotion. The Jingui Financial Group took it pretty hard, you see. The effects were devastating. With no way to protect their rights or their property, there was plenty of infighting among the members of the family. Can you believe it? Our own flesh and blood, lying to everyone, stealing from each other. And as for me, well, I wasn't going to stick around for that. I knew if I stayed in Japan, I'd get dragged in that stupidity one way or another. So I left the country, knowing everything would fall to my son. And the others were glad to see me go, knowing it meant one less competitor for the family fortune. For the first few years, I wandered aimlessly from country to country. But the Second World War had only just ended, and not everyone was keen to host a Japanese man in their midst. I faced my share of discriminations. Eventually I settled in New York City. They accepted me there without hesitation. Such a strange place, I thought. If there's anywhere in the US where they won't discriminate against you, it's New York City. New Yorkers hate everyone equally. So I decided to work hard to repay my new neighbors for their kindness. That makes sense. You seem really happy, Grandpa. How are you supposed to be a good detective if you aren't lying and picking pockets and hanging people from the top of 10-story buildings until they talk? That's only if you want to be the world's greatest detective. Now then, enough about the past. Alright, so... Satan is happy with your progress. That's good to know. Really? There's something... I guess not. So, how's my orchard growing? It isn't. Grandpa, I killed my tree. I have one option left for this dude. Stances. I think this... Okay, this just goes... This just goes back through the same dialogue. Oh, interesting. It lets you, It gives you different choices. Search mode. Enter search mode to find... Oh, I had to click search mode. To find yet undiscovered objects to investigate. During search mode, your surroundings will dim, revealing new objects. Glowing fragments will appear around these new objects. Follow the fragments they gather to discover a new object. Alright, we're searching. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, this is cool. It helps you focus in on stuff. That's really neat. Lots of documents and books. Time to check out the room. First glance, there's a lot of papers and books, I guess? But upon careful inspection, yeah, no, they're just books. World-class detective right here, everybody. Good work. I gave the place a good once-over, but no dice. Just not sure where to start. Guess I'll ask Grandpa for advice. Talk to Grandpa. Question, get! I love that. Nope. Grandpa, I suck. How do I investigate? Listen here, Saburo. To get your shit together. Look at things. Question. Inquisitive mind. Times like these, you have to toss your common sense out the window. Oh, okay, great. Good advice. Otherwise, it'll just get in the way. Don't rely on your existing knowledge. Just accept your surroundings precisely as they are. Observe and gather new clues. Remember, there's no need to rush. First things first, take a deep breath and relax. Now I've calmed down, I'll try poking around the room again. Alright. Alright, so there's no new things to search up. Doo-doom. Careful inspection. Use the 360 screen to switch to careful inspection. Use the cursor to gain even more detailed understanding of the area. Move the cursor over an object to investigate. When the object glows, you can select it to see a detailed explanation. The window's locked. Doesn't look tampered with or anything funny like that. Oh, on closer inspection, it's really dusty here. Geez, Grandpa, don't you ever even open the window? I should ask Grandpa and find out how often he leaves the window open. Question, get! Like Grandpa always says, sometimes a little change of perspective puts the world in a whole new light. Time to roll up my sleeves and do a thorough search of the area. I'm way ahead of you, buddy. Ooh, parked car. I need that clip art. Question, get! Take a peek outside. The cars look like toys from up here. What floor are we on again? I should ask Grandpa. Talk to Grandpa. Question, get! Okay. Oh! The window has blinds installed. Not too bright in here right now. However... Did you get the soundtrack of the game in Steam's game Steam folder? Oh, I should check. Went all day for night in here. Some of the stuff near the window looks faded, so I guess this room tends to get a lot of sunlight normally. Ugh, it's so dusty. Grandpa must not open the window blinds much. So I'm wondering if it's gonna, auto shift out of this mode once I found everything, or if I gotta keep searching. Ahaha! Water stains on the... Wait a minute. No. The window pane is pretty dirty. The window frame is a little stained. Maybe some rainwater got in or something. Okay, so that's the back button there. Talk to Grandpa question get. Sounds like the title of a bad Japanese indie game. Alright, I think I found it. Yeah, because that was the auto button. That was the back button. Alright, I think I found everything here. Here we go. Whoa! All the clues. Carefully balanced. Stack of papers is carefully balanced, almost like some weird work of art. Grandpa. If the thief was looking for something to steal, they probably would have searched around here, but it looks totally untouched. What are these files? Mountain of paperwork must be related to Grandpa's job. His handwriting is total chicken scratch. Can you even read this? Did the thief create this mess in their haste? Some areas look totally untouched, though. How can anyone find Grandpa's treasure with this room in such a mess? Is there another one? Oh, here we go. There are even more papers and books over here. The thief must have been talented if they somehow found a treasure buried under all this mess. Is it even possible? I should ask Grandpa. That would be a pretty good Twitch notification. Talk to streamer, bits get. Talk to chat, subscription get. Hey Raz, what's up, buddy? We are learning to investigate. I can only assume this is how Sherlock Holmes started out. Looking around his grandpa's study. Alright, seems sturdy. The keyhole looks repainted. Okay, the door is old and wooden. Dev, we don't know what the story is of this game. We're still on chapter 0. We're still learning the ropes here. It's in good condition, no recent scratches or anything. So the thief probably didn't come in this way. Paint's peeling in some spots. Looks like it's been repainted a few times. I heard they do that to keep the wood from rotting or getting damaged. There's nothing strange here. Looks really sturdy. I reckon you need a lot of force to bust it open. And any attempt to break it down would make so much noise, the neighbors would be sure to hear it. Yeah, you mentioned you were playing Observer. How are you enjoying it? The door is locked at the moment. I checked the keyhole, but I didn't see any signs of damage. It's possible Grandpa forgot to lock the door before he left. I should make sure to ask him about it. Oh, we get so many questions. Look at them all! Do you ever open the window? Don't you ever open your windows? The kid just literally said, Grandpa, and then stopped there. I've got a lot of papers lying about. The slightest breeze will send them all flying. Oh, that makes sense. I'm not entirely sure that's the real problem here, but okay. Excuse me. Did I make him mad? Might as well be honest with him. This room's a total mess. What happened? Oh, I'd say it's clean enough. Oh, cool. You can actually still look around while you're talking to this dude. Yeah, Rask, the thing about Observer, it's made by Bloober Team. They started out with Layers of Fear, which is supposed to be a haunted house romp, but it's got some really cliched jump scares in it. And it seems like that's just kind of their thing. Like that's how horror occurs to them, is like loud stinger and like something like jumps out at you. So I feel like it's the least noticeable and maybe the most fitting in Observer, because I did think the horror elements were used pretty well in that game. And so of what I played of their games, it's my favorite. They made a sequel to Layers of Fear, and they also made the recent Blair Witch game, both of which I'd like to give a try sometime, but reviews I've read make them sound kind of middling. There are a lot of jump scares in Observer. Really, mostly just when you brain jacked into people. During a lot of the scene transitions, they use that opportunity to kind of like scream at you. Everyone's so pissed about the fact you call out the jump scares. I think people rallied around those games because of the jump scares. Like, Layers of Fear, the original, launched into early access, and it really feels like the jump scares are something that they ended up shoehorning into the game because people were complaining it wasn't scary enough. So I think that's kind of the fan base that they've cultivated. Like, that's what they're looking for. Which is kind of a shame, because I feel like they could make higher quality games if they weren't pandering to that, like, low level of thrill-seeking. Yeah, Observer's the one we play as Rutger Hauer. He is like... He's like an order of magnitude beyond, like, Lethal Weapon Danny Glover being too old for this shit. Scene where you walk around a hallway and a pigeon suddenly crashes in your face. Yeah, there's just some absolutely random, pointless jump scares in the game that don't really, like, they do a fine job with atmosphere in that game. Like, when you go down to the basement, oh my god. Like, the basement tunnels in Observer are fantastic in terms of atmosphere. The jump scares really don't help that. Like, whatever anxiety you have primed, it, like, flushes it, you know? I like Observer a lot, but I have a weakness for Jesus Harbor. I thought it was really good cyberpunk. I really enjoyed the setting they developed for it. This window clearly hasn't been over for some time. Look at all this dust. Someone came in this way, there'd be signs of it for sure. What's this? My tree grew. Dusty window. If I click on this. Oh, that was just the showing me. So if I click on it now, the window is closed. Okay, cool. Song of Horror actually has some good ones because Aaron shoved in your face. Song of Horror looks like it's pretty good. I bet this tree looked a lot cooler in Japanese. Where do you keep your treasure? Where'd you keep this treasure of yours? I'm not sure. Where did I leave it? Grandpa, how do you know you lost it if you don't even know where it ought to be? Hang on a minute. That doesn't make sense. Nani? How'd you figure out it was missing when you don't even know where it was supposed to be in the first place? I just know, that's all. I got you. Old man screwing with me. Old man is screwing with me, and I am not gonna stand for this. You seem kind of nervous, Grandpa. You sure there's nothing you want to admit? Nothing you want to come clean on? I know you're hiding something. I'm on to you. What is this treasure of yours, and where did you keep it? Is he gonna be like, my treasure is my relationship with my grandson? Then I'm going out that window. Puzzle Agent 2 still has the award for the worst jump scare, or Mortal Kombat 9. Is the MK9 one in the crypt? I don't think they ever stopped doing that. There are jump scares in the MK11 crypt too. Took my Werther's originals. Satan and Grandpa are happy with their progress. Maybe that's a secret. Maybe they're one and the same. Grandpa, what floor are we on? The 5th floor. So dana. He's like, he was basically saying like, so yes. No. There's no way a thief would have gone through that window then. I like Werther's originals. Look. Just cause something is like enjoyed by old people doesn't mean the youths of the world can't enjoy it too. Not a roguelike. I'm gonna have to take that hate speech out of here. That's a protected class. Not really. I used to eat. My great grandparents had. So Jeff, okay, Boomer, I'll fight you. My great grandparents had dishes of those butter mints, and I love mints. Like I love peppermints. I love Andes mints. I love mint ice cream. I love mint everything. Butter mints I really like, but I've only ever had them at like old people's places. And I'm kind of like, it's such a consistent thing that I'm kind of afraid to buy them for myself and risk like advanced aging myself off of their aura. Got some candies from a Japanese import shop. They're basically Werther's but coconut flavored. That's interesting. Old people do have good candy. They've been around long enough to know. I mean, hey, if your decades of experience actually taught you something useful, like that deserves to be respected. If it taught you to keep all the best jobs for yourself and tear up the social safety net behind you, then you go fuck yourself. Grandpa, did you happen to leave the place unlocked when you left to pick me up? Nope, not a chance. In all my years here, I've never once forgotten to lock up, and I always give myself a once-over in the mirror before I go. So you never forgot to lock the door. On the one hand, you're senile, so your memory can't be 100% trusted. But on the other, I was here when you unlocked the door earlier, so I guess it's gotta be true. That's so funny. Grandpa, I've concluded my investigation. I regret to inform you you're senile. Turn in your gun and your badge. Alright. It's pretty hard to believe a thief took it. Someone actually break in? I should talk to Grandpa and find out. Solve the mystery! Hell yes, I will. Talk to Grandpa. Elucidation phase. Was there really a thief? Determine whether a thief broke in. The look on your face tells me you've hit upon a realization. Let's hear it, my boy. Well, Grandpa, I consider the possibility that the thief broke in. I see. Sounds like you've got your thoughts in order then. Go on. Lay it out for me. First things first. Would a thief be able to enter through the door? The door was locked. Grandpa, you wasted my entire fucking afternoon. Nope, you said it yourself. You never forget to lock the door. Check yourself in the mirror before you leave. Indeed. It's cute this grandpa made mystery for his grandson. This is a really cool way of teaching a life lesson like this. We came in together. I know I saw you use the key to unlock the door, which means you definitely didn't forget to lock it. I mean, just think, maybe if somebody had done this for Sherlock Holmes, he wouldn't have ended up with that terrible heroin addiction, you know? Or been a massive towering asshole about everything. Besides, there's no signs of any damage on the door or in the keyhole. So I figure if a thief got in, it sure wasn't through the door. So that rules out the door then, I see. How about the window? Is it possible I climbed up here from outside? Possible to get in from the 5th. Ooh. The window is definitely closed. You listening, my boy? Let me ask you again. Is it possible? Oh, so he's specifically asking. Was climbing an option? This is the 5th floor, right? It'd be really hard to climb all the way up here. One wrong move and the thief would fall to their death. But suppose they pulled it off, what then? Well, you can see the main street from here, which means anyone on the main street can see your window, too. If someone climbed up here, they'd attract a lot of attention. I'm sure someone would call the cops. The only people who can get away with climbing buildings are comic book superheroes. But just devil's advocate here, suppose Spider-Man decided he wanted to fuck with me. What then? Well, the window is closed. Picked up Theo Town. I'm looking forward to losing some time to it. Dude, I really want to try that one. I've been toying with the idea of doing a builder series. Maybe for the summer series in lieu of doing roguelikes. Because there've been a lot of neat looking indie builders that have come out in like the past year or so that I'd really like to give a try. And there might be some more coming in the near future, like that one Egyptian city builder that I've been following. Sherlock Holmes defo sneaking that opium den as a child. Grandpa, you told me you haven't opened the window in a long time. Indeed, can't have the wind rushing things around in here after all. Rustling, sorry. The window's lock's intact and there's a layer of dust everywhere. So if someone came in through the window, they would have disturbed at least some of that dust. They probably would have left a handprint or footprint. That makes sense. So I'm pretty sure you and I are the only people who've been in here. So that's your theory. There was never any thief. You senile old man. I agree. The thief couldn't possibly have broken in. Good job. You've arrived at the truth. Now then, it seems there's no need for us to call the cops after all. What of my treasure? What do you think has happened to it? Treasure? It's started to dawn on you, hasn't it? There's another fruit to harvest. What? I know I haven't reviewed City Skylines. I got it. I bought it off of Indie Gala or something. They had it at a historical low, and I played a little bit of it. Look, okay. So I was supposed to review this game this month. Obviously, that's not going to happen. It's going to take me at least another week to get to this. I currently have 3 outstanding Reader's Choice reviews that need to be done. This one, The Council, which I haven't started, and that one's from like July, and We the Revolution, which that one I will have done this Friday. So going into December, I still have 2 outstanding Reader's Choice reviews to do, and then we're going to tack on another 2, like we do. In addition to that, I really, really, really wanted to review 2 big games that I've been sleeping on before the winter sale. I wanted to do Sekiro, and I wanted to do Disco Elysium. Sekiro's not happening. I know that. I'm going to play Sekiro. Once I get a few more things out of the way, I'm going back to Sekiro and playing the shit out of that game. Disco Elysium, I just started, though. And I'm going to do everything I can to actually get that reviewed before the winter sale hits. Sekiro's from Software, yes. It's kind of an offshoot branch of the Souls series. It has Souls-like mechanics, but very different playstyle. Probably ask... Okay, I'm doing Slime Rancher one day. That's... You don't actually have to nominate that unless you want to fast-track it. Slime Rancher is 110% my kind of game. And it's honestly ridiculous that I haven't played it yet. I love cute things. I love managing things. I love building things. I love exploring things. Like, it's like they made Slime Rancher specifically for me, and I still haven't played it. So, we'll get to it eventually. It's fruit! I got a fruit. Truth of incident. There was no thief. God damn it, Grandpa. More fruit to harvest. Come to think of it, when Grandpa first started freaking out about his missing treasure, he wouldn't give me any details about what it looked like or what it was even supposed to be. This is my slime. It was made for me. And when I asked him where he kept it, he wouldn't answer. So what the heck is this treasure? I should ask him flat out. Talk to Grandpa. Question get. I request a Dragon Quest Builders 2 review. Okay, so another thing. So we're currently selecting. Hang on one sec, guys. Let me just do this real quick. Since we're streaming and folks are invested in everything. So at the end of every month, I get nominations for what y'all want me to review for the next month, our Reader's Choice reviews. We're doing nominations right now. If you haven't nominated anything, you can go here. It's on Patreon. You'll need a Patreon account to nominate something, but you don't have to be a paying patron. I would love it if you were, but you don't have to be to nominate something. Tomorrow around noonish, I'll close nominations and we'll start the voting process. And I'll link that on Patreon as well. And then you'll have 48 hours to vote. And that's going to give us 2 more games that I have to review in December. If you are an active Patreon, if you are an active patron on Patreon, going into December, I'm doing a new thing. Twice a year for active patrons, I am going to email them personally. There's a mailing list thing that you can do through Patreon. And ask if they would like to request a game that I review over the following 6 months. I'm going to do this in December and in June. Basically in the lead up to the winter and the summer sale. So that way I can get all the requests and I can pick up whatever's requested during the sale. And then over the next 6 months, I will fit those games into my schedule. So I don't know how long I'll be able to do this. I think my Patreon is small enough now that I won't be completely inundated with requests. So while I have this opportunity, it's a great chance if there is something that you specifically want me to review. I mean, my Patreon is only like $1 a month if you want to join up, so it's a thing. But yeah, basically coming off the winter sale, I'm gonna have a shit ton of stuff to review from votes and requests and stuff, so. But I'm looking forward to that because you guys pick really cool stuff like this for me to do, so. You just want to force everyone to play Dragon Quest Builders? Main character is a terrible detective at his age. He could have easily waterboarded Grandpa for the information. He looks proud. Grandpa seems really happy that I managed to prove there wasn't a thief. I still haven't learned the truth about his treasure. Guess that's my next goal. I just gotta find this treasure of his. Then it'll be over the moon. Seems restless. He's been restless ever since we got here. Come to think of it, he hasn't had a single cigarette since we got here. Normally he's a total chain smoker. It gets so bad I sometimes worry he'll set off the smoke alarm. Grandpa, you haven't had a cigarette in a while. Oh my god, I need my smokes! I had one earlier. Before we got here, that was 3 hours ago. It's been 3 hours! No wonder I'm getting the shakes. I'm just not in the mood for one quite yet. Maybe I'll have one, maybe I won't. Maybe it's no big deal. I'm fine, totally fine. Chat. Talk. Also trying to get my dad to let me donate some of my Christmas money to Charles Sonnenberg in order to force him to review some anime. A Star Trek reviewer everyone sees you requesting a review anime. That's interesting. He treasures his heart pills and you've been on time limit. Grandpa falls over twitching. Smokey, that'd be amazing. Grandpa can quit smoking anytime he wants to. What is your treasure? Don't be so impatient, my boy. You'll find out once we find it. Wait, hang on. I've got an idea. I'll let you ask just 3 questions about the treasure. In return, I'll give you hints as to what it is. And using my hints, you can try to guess what the treasure is. How about it? Again. However, direct questions are against the rules. What's your first question? Is it something you carry around with you? Now there's a sharp question. Yeah, big or small is relative. Valuable is extremely subjective. That's going to be an utterly pointless question. Indeed, I'd say the average person would carry it on their person. I'm pretty sure he's talking about like an emotion or a notion or something. So I'm gonna kind of lead my questioning in that direction. Is it something I need too? Is it functional? Is it something I need too? Do you need it? I think it's a little early for you to be using it. Oh god, he's talking about his penis. Grandpa, can I go home yet? Is it time for Dad to pick me up? Is it tricky to use or something? Not sure you can figure it out. It's just too soon, that's all. How did he lose that? He said he's going senile. Come on, Grandpa, don't treat me like a baby. It's the cigarettes. He lost the cigarettes. Too soon for me. Is it because I'm a kid? Time for your final question. Think good and hard before you ask. What do you use it for? Interesting they didn't give me a choice on that one. If I answer that, I'm practically giving it away. That's a good question. It's something I need. It's his lighter. There we go. Something I need in order to smoke my cigs. Think over the hints I've given you and work your way to the answer. What's my treasure? Your treasure in an ashtray now. Miss Grandpa, what do you use your penis for? I haven't thought about that in years. Interesting way to avoid lung cancer. What makes you think that? Something small that you always carry around with you and use it to smoke cigarettes. You always take real good care of it too, so I think it matches the description of your treasure. Haha, well done, child. That's my grandson. You win this time. Now here's your prize. You get to keep it. Yay! Wait, what? Talking about possible Unreal Tournament Tribes multiplayer night. Seems Unreal Tournament and still till Christmas. Okay, yeah. Remind... Hieronymus, I'm gonna count on you to remind us all during the winter sale so we can pick up some of these classic FPSs. And we'll do a group stream of them either at the end of this month or the beginning of next. Yay, now I can start smoking. Hold on a second. You didn't lose in the first place? I'm afraid so. You lying bastard. You're just so much smarter than I ever expected. I had to pull out all the stops. Luckily, I managed to stay one step ahead of you, but only just barely. Of course you're one step ahead. You're grown up. So you're really giving me your treasure. It's really important to you? You're always saying you can't live without your smokes, right? It's fine. I want you to have it. That way, everything I love most in this world will be right in one place. Aww. Come on, kid. Have a heart. Besides, I wanted to pass on my critical thinking skills, and the proof is in the pudding, as they say. Who actually says that? Do any of you all actually say the proof is in the pudding? That always seemed like such a weird turn of phrase to me. Yeah, what pudding? Moved on to chew. Okay, so it's just me. I guess in my circle of friends, I just haven't had people that used it as part of their normal discourse. Don't worry about it. Maybe next time I should give you a crash course in old proverbs. Don't make fun of me. I'm not. I don't believe you. You never had Quake as a kid. Unreal Tournament 99. Huh. Sam Kruger, I think the Quake series would be an interesting one to return to. Like, I can't speak to Quake 4 or the ones that came after it, but the first three Quakes are all pretty interesting in their own right. Quake 1 is this weird, like, almost cosmic horror thing. Quake 2 probably doesn't hold up so well now for somebody that didn't play it back then, because it had a lot of interesting level design features to kind of make the world feel more cohesive in those in those narrowing days before Half-Life hit the scene. And then Quake 3 Arena is what a lot of arena shooters were based off of for like decades thereafter. Never ever said I'd tell you which pudding, that's cheating. Quake 1 does have an amazing feeling to it, it's true. Commonly hide the evidence of my crimes in pudding, so it's very literal in my case. Today's your 10th birthday. Wow. You stuck this to a 10-year-old. That lighter is my birthday present to you. Well, never too young to start, as they say. You're still underage. You have to wait until you're older before you use it. Man, this sucks. You suck, Grandpa. Dummy. But, thank you. Now those lines were fully voiced. That's good. Burn, Grandpa. I know what I'm doing with this lighter first. I'm outsmart you next time. Got it? Ready for a rematch anytime. Free Space 2 is fantastic, but you never finished it. Both Free Space games are excellent. I don't think I finished the first one. The next to last mission in Free Space 1 was incredibly hard, and I don't think I finished it. I did finish Free Space 2. And it is definitely the better game. It's always a toss-up to me what the best space flight sim was. It's either Free Space 2 or TIE Fighter. But I had a huge soft spot for TIE Fighter. Because I liked X-Wing, but X-Wing is too hard. And TIE Fighter kind of smoothed over a lot of the rough edges and also just added like a shitload of content and stuff that you could do in it. And details, and it's just, man, I wish they would, it'll never happen, but I wish they would revive it somehow. Like, tie into, I don't know, tie into the new Star Wars movies or The Mandalorian or something and just make a new, like, hardcore space flight sim like TIE Fighter, and I will love you forever. TIE Fighter was a huge leap forward for X-Wing, wasn't it? Main negative of the Free Space series, there aren't cockpits. Oh, you know, that never occurred to me, but you're right. In TIE Fighter, you get to have Darth Vader as a wingman, right? Isn't that awesome? The other thing I loved about TIE Fighter was that there were parallel narratives. Like, there was the main narrative that you got from your CO when taking missions, but then you could get on the path to the Emperor's Hand, and you could get side objectives and like deeper information about your missions from agents of the Emperor and eventually the Emperor himself, which was super cool. I love that. And like, that's another reason why Free Space 2 was so good, because you had those side missions for like the Black Ops groups and stuff that would give you additional like information on the Shivans and like the different efforts to like delay them or learn about them or anything. Getting that tattoo was awesome. That was so cool. This game is kind of reminding me of the times I helped my grandfather fish or with his tomato garden or building forts and now. Oh, I'm sorry, Hieronymus. Just remember, no matter what, I'll always be your biggest ally. I know that. Good. Someday. Just talking to myself. I keep kicking for a long time yet is all. You better. You have to live forever. That way we can have a bunch of rematches. Good point. Let's do that. By the way, Grandpa. What's up, my boy? I know you set up this mess on purpose as part of your ruse or whatever. But it sure seems like it'll be a pain to clean up by yourself, so I'll help you. Mess? What mess? What mess? You did set this up on purpose, right? What up? Isn't it obvious? You made it look like a thief came in and tore the place apart. What's your manners? My kingdom here is in tip-top condition, perfectly organized from floor to ceiling. Grandpa needs a cane to stand. Has been standing for roughly 1 hour and 15 minutes so far. It's a stoic old bastard. Give me a break here, Grandpa. What part of this mess is perfectly organized? Quit giving me that look. Alright, I think we did it. I think we survived Chapter 0. This game seems like it'll be very long in the tooth. I agree. I mean, look, part of that is I'm reading this out loud. part of that is that I keep stopping to tell my own dumbass stories. So I'm pretty sure somebody just clicking straight through probably could have gotten through that in like 45 minutes or so. The morality is more nuanced in TIE Fighter. The rebels are still the good guys. They cause a lot of collateral damage. The Empire sometimes acts altruistically, like the mission where you have to protect a refugee colony. Yeah, Rast, absolutely. You get, like, there's one entire chapter of TIE Fighter where they're just building a deep space outpost. Like, I don't think there's anything... I don't think there's any evil ulterior motives or anything to it. You're just building an outpost. And then there's, like, there's at least one civil war within the Empire that you have to help quell. Oh, it's just attention span waning. We can never play Umineko. Isn't Umineko like the insanely long one? I remember this. That's right, Grandpa was always telling me to calm down. It's on the edge of wild space, it's evil. Thanks, Grandpa. With your help, I've just remembered what it is I need to do. That's the thing, Peach. There's a bunch of really cool games out there that I think would be a lot of fun to do, but it's just where do I stick them in? You know, there's already so many things like Yakuza and the Saga games that I've committed to doing, in addition to like covering indie games and doing like retro games and stuff that, yeah. Someday we'll be able to expand the schedule and I'll be able to do more stuff and we can start fitting those things in, but it's not going to be anytime soon, unfortunately. Witcher 3 on stream, go. New Saga on Sunday, yay! Saga Sundays, that'd be cool. Yeah, it's all novel, isn't it? We would have to do that as a group. I'd have to get you all into Discord chat and we'd have to read out different parts. Like just doing this dries me out a bit. And I'm not even reading everything word for word. Yoko Misono, is that you? Misono. Oh, Saga Scarlet Grace is finally coming out. Cool. End. Your awakening is at its end. Ooh. Saburo Jingui Introduction. New York. Aww. I love kitties. Hi. It's a really interesting opening song and sequence. Your hubris is show. Did that flash past? I was trying to read some of these, but like the weird ass font was throwing me off. I like visual novels, but my problem with them is I don't actually like sitting at the computer to read. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, since since getting the Switch and doing more gaming on my phone, I've realized that there's definitely better mediums for certain kinds of games. But I still have the most patience for doing stuff with the computer. Like oh shit. Man.
そのことを俺が知ったのは1週間前のことだ。
I only found out a week ago. A
ニュー
friend
ヨー
from
ク
New
にい
York
る友人からの電話で
called to tell me.
家族で
He died a month
俺だけ
ago.
が知らされていなかった。
I'm the only one in my family who wasn't told.
父親は部下と共にニューヨークへと渡り
What?
手続きや葬儀まで済ませて
My
いた。
father went to New York with one of his employees, took care of everything. Funeral's already
こ
done.
の家は
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with your family? What a bunch of dicks.
ニューヨークで暮らしていたじいちゃんは
I was the only person in the family
俺
he
以外
hadn't
の神
severed
宮寺家
ties
の人
with.
間とは交流を絶っていた。俺の
He was the most important person in my life.
そのじいちゃんが死んだ。
And now he's dead.
じいちゃんは
My grandpa.
誰かに殺された。
Oh, shit.
そう殺されたんだ。
Alright, well, I think we just set up the plot for this one.
大切な人の命が
Some son of a bitch took my grandpa for me. From me. Not for me.
この事実は
Try again.
死を受け入れること
Some son of a bitch took my grandpa from me. The fact that he's gone is one thing, but murdered, that I can't accept.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I can't even enjoy my in-flight movies.
airport in about 20 minutes.
And this flight's like 16 hours long.
30 in the morning.
That son of a bitch. Oh, I can look around.
Weather information reports fair conditions in New
360 degrees is a total misnomer here.
degrees Celsius or 41 degrees Fahrenheit.
He's gonna live forever if not for that son of a bitch.
俺はここへ来たのだ。
Just maybe that's why I came here. To New York.
来た
Grandpa's
この
home.
ニューヨークへ
We will be closing our sales of duty-free
心
items
にまとわり
shortly.
ついた。
If you
こ
wish to
の黒い
purchase
感
To
情
try to clear away this darkness clouding my heart. And now he's dead. Grandpa was murdered. Someone killed my grandpa, and they'll never catch me. 180-degree free camera.
entry forms will be shown in this
しかし今
But all I can do right now is go where his memories are. My memories with him.
空っぽの気持ちに
If I pour all those memories into this emptiness inside me,
自分が
well,
どうなってし
I
ま
don't
う
really know what will happen.
それが
And that terrifies me.
まだ
I'm not ready yet.
覚悟ができない。心をこの街
I
に
need time to get used to the city, to catch my breath.
腐れ縁のあいつらな
Luckily, I have my old crew here to help.
その時間を来るおせっかいで元気なアビー。
Let's run down the list. Abby, the bossy firecracker.
変わり者だが優しいベン。
Ben, a little strange, but a good guy.
クールに見えて実
Leo, much friendlier than his cool exterior lets on.
ニューヨークにいる3人の中
I'm
の
about to see them for the first time in 3 years. So, like,
はずだったんだが
the writing in this has been pretty good so far. And I'm not just talking about the localization, I'm talking about the source material. But that like, here, let me give you, like, the character archetypes of my 3 best friends is, like, fucking amateur hour to the extreme. Like, you never do that shit. It reads like you're introducing the cast to, like, a new Scooby-Doo or something. At least I was supposed to, but...
せっかくの再会だってのに
Why aren't they here?
迎えが見当たらないのはどういうわけだ。
If you turn your head 360 degrees in your seat on an airplane, I'm pretty sure everyone loses their shit. After coming back from Europe, my mother told me if my grandmother died while I was there, they wouldn't tell me till I got back, so as to not ruin my trip. See, with me, almost all of my grandparents died when I was young, like when I was still like in like 1st or 2nd grade. There was a 1-year period where I think 3 of my grandparents died. I had some extra ones because of stuff, but by the time I was out of elementary school, I think I only had my grandfather on my mom's side left. And as I got older, I learned some things about him that I wasn't thrilled to learn about. So he died while I was in Japan, and it left me with some soul searching, but yeah, I didn't go to the funeral or anything. I didn't really feel that was something I needed to do. So think introducing archetypes is actually somewhat common in mysteries, though, is. And I think you're right. I think you're right, but it's just you can also introduce them by like meeting them, or you can introduce them by like reviewing events or encounters you've had with them, or talking to them, talking to other characters about them, instead of being like, here's the bullet point elevator pitch list of my friends. So then, like a normal human being, turn the only thing you can have faith in: drinking. Why aren't they here? They did say they'd be here, right? Here we go. Investigation time. Doo-doon. Oh my god. That's gonna take some getting used to. Guess I'll have to do, seeing as I forgot my watch at home. It was an airport clock, so it should be accurate. Hope so. It's one of those world clocks that shows the current time in a bunch of major cities. That said, I'm only interested in New York time. 12:50. I know I wrote down what time we're supposed to meet. When was it? Yeah, when was it? I hope these people agreed to be photographed for this. What air? Oh. Up. Boom. Oh, my overnight bag. I have one grandparent left with dementia. I'm searching for my mom's birth father. Wow. Now that sounds like an adventure. Alright, here we go. Memo inside the pocket. The meeting time. I know I wrote it down here somewhere. I found the note in the outer pocket in my overnight bag. Okay, we're supposed to meet at 1. So I'm a little early, that's all. They should be here soon. I'll just wait. Alright, mystery solved. My friends are not assholes. This time around, I packed the bare minimum to bring with me. Basically, just a few changes of clothes. I didn't even bring anything from Japan for my old friends. I didn't really have time to think about it. It looks big and tough, but it's not that heavy. I'm actually trying to do the opposite and slowly cut myself off from everyone who isn't immediate family. Which it wasn't even a real airport. Yeah, so it was... My family, my immediate family was always very tight and very private. Part of that was my mom was an only child. So I basically just had grandparents on that side, and that was it. And then my father preferred to just keep it to us. And I was an only child too. So for most of my life, family was just me and my parents. And I liked it like that. I like keeping it simple and small like that. So. Oh god, peace, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Alright, so we packed light. Mom had 9 siblings. I've never even met some of them. Oh, it's Abby. Oi! Oi! It's a bit... Oi! I keep waiting. Like, is it gonna do anything? And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna click and look around. The moment I click, they say something else. Hey, Cornudo, what's up, buddy? We are Jake Huntering. Oh, for the love of it. Cut it out, you're embarrassing me. I missed you, buddy. Where are you? Oh, Christ, there they are. Welcome to New York. It's great to see you two. Thanks for coming on such short notice. I wasn't sure I could make it. I'm really, really busy these days. Yeah, busy fixing all your mistakes, right? Hey, come on. Anyway, Saburo, your English has gotten really good, man. Disho? I know, right? It's even better than yours now. Hey. Anime New York.
そういや
I mean, this is pretty reserved for anime in New York, you gotta admit. Oh, Ras, your family is crazy conservative? Oh, to write Trump. Christ. We're making ourselves depressed to a chill visual novel with good tunes. It's like... No, it's fine, Peach. Don't feel bad about it. It's cool. I've been to New York. It actually is anime. No, this is totally like when we were playing Yoku's Island Express and we kept talking about like horror movies or like Junji Ito comics and shit. It's just how things flow. Yeah, it's nothing but Trump. Trump as far as the eye can see. Gouge him out. Was Leo coming too, or he said he was gonna be late? He kept on apologizing. Don't worry, he's definitely coming.
そうか
Cool.
それで
Anyway, where to? Do you want to go to your grandfather's office? Yeah. Nah, I can wait. I want to see where it happened. Pay my respects.
そう
悪いな
Sorry, guys. I know this isn't exactly a cheerful reunion.
全然
問題ないわ
It's no problem. Let's get going. Your friend finally comes back to the States. He's all hard-boiled, out for revenge. Chapter 1, A City in Mourning. Happiness for Rubes. He's a guy, a second cousin, helping with the search. He said we have 6 months to... Oh my god, Peach! Are you sure you're not dealing with some like ancient curse or something? Yeah, that really could be a movie. Damn. Oh, good, Rast. I'm glad your parents are close to you politically at least. I can't like. I feel for anybody. I feel for anybody that has those discussions with their family, because growing up, my mom was a Democrat. My dad was Republican. But he was more like Eisenhower Republican until George W. Bush, and that pushed him all the way into being a Democrat. And now he is a registered Democrat and is never ever going to vote Republican for anything ever again. So I feel for anybody who goes back for Thanksgiving or Christmas and actually has to put up with that shit. I don't know how I would do it. I mean, I'm so used to just cutting people out like that. I think that's how I just wouldn't go. I think I'd just be done with them. I was about to make a joke about how Filipinos don't get Lifetime movies, but actually a Filipino family Netflix Xmas movie this year. Most of your family doesn't vote, huh? So many
愛
flowers.
されてたの
A lot of people loved your
い
grandfather.
つも言ってる
There's always someone saying so on
飲
TV.
み仲
Wow.
も多かったみたい
You had a lot of drinking buddies too, I guess. He was that well
ちゃ
known?
んらしいな
Sounds like him, alright.
なのに
Why did someone still have to go and kill him?
ベン
Jesus, Ben!
だって
Well, I mean, he's murdered.
いいんだ
Family doesn't do gatherings anymore because I would be the axe-wielding socialist that comes in with a chainsaw in my car. As soon as one of them starts to speak bad about you, you know what? Nice, Durkus. I respect that. I really do. I have nothing but respect for people who are presently on the right side of history, the correct side of history, and actually take the time to try and work through, like, right-wing relatives bullshit. Because, I mean, that really is what it is. Especially now. Anyone, like, seriously. Now it's me. Now I'm dragging us away from the chill visual novel vibes. My family mostly don't talk politics unless it's my mom yelling about how Trump sucks. Nice. My mom never met any of her grandparents. Her mother was abandoned as a child, and her dad's parents just didn't want to. Wow. Turn this off and do group therapy. Yeah. We'll just switch over to Let's Chatting, to just chatting. And we'll just workshop all of our issues. Like my uncle on the other side, doesn't care who's in power as long as the money invests in the stock market. People like that are so disappointing, Rask. Just self-absorbed self-interest. Pumpkin time for you, Dominic. Yeah, my pleasure. I'm sorry we're not further into it by now, but it's good so far. It's got good writing. I like the art style, and the mechanics seem pretty cool. I feel like we have to at least play until I get to like the first real investigation, so which is hopefully coming up soon. But anyway, have a good one. We'll be doing Hell Knight on Friday and more Vagrant Story on Saturday. So it's fine. I was thinking the same thing. I just wish I could get my hands on the bastard that did it and do the same to them. Saburo, that's fucked up, bro. I know. Wouldn't actually do it. Grandpa wouldn't want me to. Anyway. If you do Dead of the Brain on Friday, I'm out. I want that one all to myself. Okay. Good to know. Well, we'll have to see how the poll breaks down. Still haven't caught the guy. No, not yet. But they do have a suspect they want for questioning. I'm sure we'll get to him soon. Hope so. Saburo, I'm sure you have a lot to get off your chest. Take as much time as you need. We'll be right over here if you need us. Thanks, Abby. Alright, so. When they say right over here... Oh god, they're way the fuck over there. They're like, alright, peace out. Is this anything? Save the date for 2019. Interesting. Alright, let's do the obvious. Blaze it. Yeah, it's a photo. That one should be a 6. Company made Dead by Daylight made that Death Garden game. Oh, Death Garden is free? It might have been paid when it first launched in early access. Who did this to you? Damn it! God damn it! You're so good. Who could have possibly hated you this much? But why? I can't. Why? Why you? Why like this? What if Grandpa killed himself as like the final challenge to see if his grandson can truly become a great detective? Oh, surely not. Surely not. I'm sorry. It's just I mean, come on. That prologue chapter totally set it up, too. It's like, you were one step ahead of me, but you won't always be. Someone clip on us saying, what if the grandfather killed himself while laughing hysterically? This game can now never live up to what it could be. I'm sorry, guys. I just ruined Daedalus for everybody. A tall old man came walking over to me. Oh, hey, what's up? You look like a cool ass dude. Tall old man. Excellent posture for his age. Give me a sharp look. Has he been drinking? Hope it's a revenge plot. Yeah, the character art in this is really nice. I think the backgrounds are good too. Like, I mean, they obviously just took like panoramic photos and just like crammed some Photoshop filters on over them, but it's a good look for this game, I think. He's really tall, maybe because he's got excellent posture, especially for his age. Give me a sharp look. What does he want with me? That is not a sharp look. It's like, boy, what you doing out here? Grandpa's arch nemesis released from jail. That'd be cool. We have to battle Grandpa's Moriarty. Pick up the torch. He looks a little unsteady on his feet, like he may have been drinking.
俺に話しかけてきた
The tall old man finally speaks to me.
京介の知り合い
You're Japanese, aren't you? Did you know Kyosuke?
ああそうか
Oh, I get it. English. Do you speak?
大丈夫
Yeah, I speak English. Daijobu. Eigo daijobu desu.
京介は俺の祖父だよ
And yes, I knew him. He's my grandfather.
祖父
Oh, you're Kyosuke's grandson.
驚いたな
I know. It's so good with the Japanese voice acting. I love it. Are you really? Well, how about that? You know, now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
そうか
His grandson, my.
あんた
Were you a friend of my grandfather's?
まあな
Sure, in a manner of speaking. We certainly had our share of fights, though.
リチャードだ
Richard. Nice to meet you, Dick.
よろしく
三郎だ
Likewise, I'm Saburo.
あんた
I don't think I've ever met anybody named Saburo. That seems like a pretty unique name. Bagcopter, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. What's up, nerderinos? Oh, you have a friend named Saburo. Cool.
だったら
Do you know why someone would want to kill him? Looking for the criminal, are you? If you discover him, what then? I just want to know why.
理由くらいは知りたい
I just want to know why my grandfather was murdered.
殺された理由
Why he was murdered, huh? I'm sorry, but I don't know either.
すまんな
Sorry I couldn't be more help.
大切な人だ
Nothing to be sorry for. Any friend of Grandpa's is a friend of mine.
ありがたいよ
Saburo is actually quite a common name. It's one of those fixed names like Junior, Ichiro, Jiro, Saburo. Oh, I had no idea. That's really interesting, Peach. Thank you. Glad I was able to speak to you here today.
やめてくれ
Oh, please, don't make me blush.
まあ
My old legs are getting tired of standing around. Didn't have that fortitude that Grandpa did. Let's speak again somewhere more
入り
relaxed.
浸っていた
There's a
酒場
bar Kyosuke and I used to go to a lot nearby. If anything you want to know, you should swing by sometime. I think I'll do that.
いろいろと
And, thanks, Dick.
また会おうぜ
Of course. See you around, Saburo.
じいちゃんの生き様
Oh, Grandpa himself.
Gee,
Right now, I don't
so
need to
much
accept
sense.
Grandpa's death.
それが
I need to learn about his life. This isn't about death, it's about life.
何何
Saburo, you okay? What happened?
何か言われたの？
Can I say something to you?
いや
Do I need to fuck him up? Abby is ready to shank somebody. No, it's nothing. Yes. He keeps making this face. Maybe he knows what's up. He knows she's just about to go ham on somebody. And he's like, oh god, not this again. Triggers PTSD.
ただの酔っ払いだ
Just some drunk. Jesus, Saburo.
なんだよも
Metal Gear Solid 5 Campaign is $11.99 on Steam right now. Dev, I actually have it. I was gifted Phantom Pain a while back, and there's a chance we might do it on stream. It has been requested,
う喧嘩してんのかと思ったよ
but it'll be a while. There's a bunch of stuff I want to clear up before that. I thought you were gonna get in a fight. Later tonight, we might talk about some of the progression streams coming up in December and beyond. Now that I've finished posting incriminating personal information, I'll log off. All right, Rask. Well, it was good seeing you tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you on Friday for Hell Night or Saturday for more Vagrant Story. Metal Gear Solid 5 is amazing. Too bad about it not being finished. It's your favorite sandbox fun stealth shooter. See, I think that's something that really appeals to me. I think that's something I could really enjoy. I never particularly cared for the stealth in Metal Gear Solid games. But I think adding like the whole open world and like base development elements to it, I think that would go a long way for me. It's a lot more fun if you don't try to do it normally. You can pay me $11.99 to sleep through Metal Gear Solid 5. Did you say what you need to do? I think so, yeah. Well then, that means it's lunchtime. We have a reservation, everything.
早く
Come on, get in the car. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Move it. God damn,
私なん
dude.
ですけど。
Way to gloss over the fact that I'm the one who made the reservation.
すまないな。
Thanks, Abby.
全
Two
然
fucking hate each other. It's actually the restaurant where I work.
ねえサブロー
What is it? Wait a minute. You can make the characters really wide. Check it out. You can make them really wide if you put them on the edge of the screen. Those are her actual proportions. That's funny.
やっぱりいい
Abby, I just got here and you're gonna start making things weird for me. Also, I didn't get to check I didn't realize the picture would just trigger all the plot at once. I kind of wanted to investigate that street more. I wonder if you can freely move around the map.
ミスターサブロー。
Mr. Saburo?
こちらが
What do you think? Let's see, what do we got? Bar. Bar. Welcome to Bar. Did you park at the park? This is the Avalon over here. Forgot to scrub that name. If you do play it, cheat the fuck out of resources. Konami fucked with your ability to store materials, so you'd have to buy microtransactions. Yeah, I heard about that. Imagine being Konami. Oh my god. It says like as someone with like 300 hours in Metal Gear Solid 5. Well, we get lots of resources to spend a lot of time looting other players. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to take the time to do that on stream. Fun once you have the anti-material sniper rifle. This is a nice place. This is where Abby works? Oh. It's Leo! So this is where Abby's been spending all of her time.
そうよ
Hey!
レオ
Leo!
いやサブロー。
Yo, Saburo. Abby, Ben, how are you? Doing a couple base invasions on the stream could be fun though. Yeah, I mean, we could handle it like we did with Yakuza 0. Just do like 1 or 2 nights devoted to some of the side stuff. But I think if we did do Metal Gear Solid 5, I'd need to primarily just like blast straight through the story. Good food with good friends.
再会したばかりということも忘れ、自然と話は弾んだ。
It's been 3 years, but right away we're talking like no time has passed. Oh god, he's right here. Look at your tiny, tiny hands. All these people stretch out on the edges of the screen. I'm sorry, it's just really funny to me. I'm not bashing the art style. It's just a funny thing that happens because of how they set it up. Ben, of course, does most of the talking. And then there's Abby, who was always hard on Ben. They made a good team. As a kid, Leo was always pretty cool and aloof, but now he's smiling and chatting along with us.
話しやすいやつになっている。大学のことを。
We talk about our college classes, jobs, hobbies, and the future.
それに将来のことを。
No one should be sitting this close to us. I tell you what I really want to play. I really want to play Death Stranding. After watching a few streams of that, it really seems... It really feels like something that speaks directly to me. Like, I think I talked about this a week or two ago, that like I really like games like Far Cry 2 or the other one I mentioned was Miasmata, where you have to come up with a plan just for going somewhere, just for like traversing the environment. And while you're doing that, there's the opportunity to find new things, to experiment with new things. And it seems like Death Stranding is built entirely around that experience. And that's something I really enjoy, so. I know people have been very mixed about Death Stranding, but if that is indeed what the game is like, then A, I totally understand that, and B, I know what side of mixed I'm gonna be on with it, so I'm gonna piss on ghosts. I know, we can play Metal Gear Survive multiplayer together and scream at each other with hatred until we're hoarse. Boy, you want to talk about a Hell Night. Metal Gear Survive would fit the bill, wouldn't it? What is wrong with you? We talk and talk, filling in the blank spaces the past 3 years. There's also a handy little radar at the bottom that tells you where interaction points are, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna talk to Abby. She's being all weird earlier. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Oh, God. It's like the first one. Oh, she's always been like a big sister, and then you get to the other two, and it's like, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it says always acts like a big sister. Abby always had long hair growing up. I wonder how long the hell happened here? When I first saw her with a new hairstyle at the airport, I remember feeling a little flustered. I thought it said always act like a bitch. Oh my god, dude. That would have been terrible. Was she the one who was flustered? At any rate, it feels like a good fit for a vibrant, animated Abby. It looks great on her. I'm gonna avoid that one for now. Abby's as hard on Ben as ever. It's been my dad's birthday for an hour and 52 minutes. Happy birthday, Dev's dad. The one thing that's changed is probably how she's even more caring now. She's totally different with Leo and me. She's really nice to us. In a way, she kind of acts like a big sister. Alright, let's do this. Maybe it's that or a tomboyish style, but she always felt like one of the guys to me. Alright, well, it took us almost 2 hours, but we finally got to the phrase womanly curves. Hey, dickhead. Eyes up here. Could it be Saburo? Perhaps you got a thing for Abby? One of these is like, hell yeah, I do. She hot. Fuck, there is. Now I have to take it. Ah! Just in case you forgot you were playing an anime game. Ah, fuck it, all out. Do it, coward. Maybe so, maybe so. That freckly, bony little girl turned into a real beauty. Oh, she's gonna fucking kill me. Oh, really? Congratulations, Abby. I'm so happy for you. What do you... What do you mean, congratulations? Shut up, Ben. You're such a jackass. Shut up. Just like old times. Oh, fuck. You know what? Let's just go hard. Go big or go home. You seeing anyone? Any boyfriends we should know about? Oh, fuck. Why do you ask? This is now the Abby run. Okay, but but let's strategize here for a second. Because what is the all-in here? Because I feel like just wondering is like the coy answer that kind of like directs it back on yourself. Whereas I thought you might be with Ben is like gets her thinking like, oh yeah, Ben, huh? So I'm thinking we're just wondering. Do you guys agree with that breakdown? Smokey does. I think the Ben answer is teasing her. Off to work, take care of Abby for me, and have fun, everyone. Will do, not a roguelike. and wondering is blowing it off. Interesting. Or maybe you're checking she's not with Ben so you can hit on Ben next. Okay. All right, we'll try the Ben answer. Let's give it a shot. You know, I thought you and Ben might have gotten together.
え
What?
あるわけないでし
No
ょ
freaking way.
バカじゃないの
Jesus, Saburo, are you stupid? Absolutely not. No way in hell. I'm sitting right here. That was a really good delivery from his voice actor. That was so good.
勘弁し
I
て
mean,
よ
he's
も
he's Ben.
う笑えない冗談
If that was a joke, it wasn't a funny one. Simon.
すごくありがたいんだ
But seriously, I'm really thankful to be with friends at a time like this.
ありがとう
Totally crushes Ben. Thanks for being so good to me, Abby.
サブロー
ありがとう
Her tone turned on a dime there.
変わってないじゃん
Dude, check this drink out with the orange slice in it. That looks really good. What the hell are y'all eating anyway? Is this just like a what is this? Like a single turkey leg or something? It's just Tang in a fancy glass. It does look good, whatever it is. This might be fish. These almost look like canapes. Hey, wait. Is this a... Hang on, can I... Where the hell are we? I wonder. Might be Indian? Oh, you're right, it might be Indian. True.
そうか
Not even a little. Didn't you say my English was better?
メインよりも
Do animes eat Indian food? But this is an international one. Like, they're specifically in New York.
ちょっと
I said no such thing.
うまく話せてたの
I don't know. Saburo's always had good English. Better than Ben's, anyway.
ちょっとレオまで
Et tu, Leo?
サマースクールの時ね
Suddenly our friend starts screaming as your head swirls around in 360. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be just the best Easter egg for a game like this? I've always kind of wanted like RPGs to go a bit harder on conduct. Like, it always occurred to me when you're playing something like a Fallout or an Elder Scrolls, you're basically like the most high-functioning hobo in the land. Like, every new settlement you come to, you just like fucking ignore all the people and you run around like rummaging through their trash cans and their garbage bins and like their dirt piles and searching under their beds and all this stuff. And like, I really want an RPG to be like, yeah, okay, you can search the trash cans, but then you're gonna be trash can man to everybody. And like, people aren't really gonna want to trust you with like finding their lost puppy or something. It's my secret audition. I'm always a high-functioning hobo. Hey, Captain Swing, how you doing? Star Ocean 2 is fun about that with your party. You can rob them during side scenes. If they catch you, they'll destroy you. That's rad. That's super cool. Wish RPGs would take more notice of what you say in conversations outside the big choices. Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, it is. It's certainly RPG tradition to let you loot stuff, and it's fun too. I mean, there's basically an entire genre now of like just garbage collection sims that I feel like kind of started with Bethesda RPGs. Fallout and the Elder Scrolls have kind of spawned their own sort of subgenre that I think you see in games like The Long Dark, where basically all the gameplay in The Long Dark is just like hoovering up all the items from all the containers ever and then making stuff out of them. And that's where a lot of survival sims get their gameplay loops from too. Is just going out and finding as much junk as humanly possible and then carting it back to your base to make your base cooler. So, basically why you like The Long Dark. Yeah, that's exactly what attracted me to it at first too. I was just here tonight before Thanksgiving wanting to make a realistic poor in San Francisco RPG. I mean, that was a cool thing that they did in Fallout, I think it was Fallout 2, is you could get, like, I saw that pass in chat, the child killer not a perk, reputation. You could also get, there was a town with a big graveyard. There were actually a couple big graveyards in the game, and you could dig up graves. And if you dug up more than like 3 or 4 of them with people watching, you would get a reputation as like a grave robber. And people would respond to that. People would be like, oh, you're that gross motherfucker, aren't you? And they wouldn't want to do things with you. So, Drawer Rummager the game, yeah. I should just name the 2 perks I mentioned. Did you mention that one too? I used to rob graves. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Smokey. That scrolled right off my my screen before I saw it. One step ahead of me. People know you don't belong here as far as not having a lot of money or friends. When you scrounge from scratch, your reputation is immediately low because you look homeless. What's that other one? Star Ocean 2, way to do is rob my party blind. If they caught me, I'd write a fantastic novel and force them to read it until they like me again. Wow. Kid ran from my Gatling and turned to ketchup. Yikes. Could have happened to anyone. Anyway, sorry, video game. You guys remember that summer camp? The one where we all met? Oh.
ごめん
Damn it, I'm sorry. I wasn't... It's fine, Abby. Don't worry about it. It wasn't all bad. We met there after all. It's complicated. Definitely complicated. What the hell are they talking about? It's all a matter of perspective. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep itching back here. I'm sure you noticed I got a haircut today, and little hair bits are irritating me. And we figured it out, so that's something, don't you think? So they're referring to something that happened at summer camp. You and Saburo figured it out in the end. I bet this is gonna be a big flashback. Abby and I didn't do a thing.
そんなことないでしょ
What the hell are you talking about?
よくそんなこ
Didn't
と
do
言
a thing
え
my
るわね
ass. Your weird doll is what started all that trouble. What? It wasn't a weird doll. It was a Cocopelli. Oh yeah, I remember that. What are y'all smirking at? Are we flashing back?
10年前
Yep. Wasn't forgery a skill in Star Ocean 2? That's crazy. Homeboy fucked a doll. I just thought you installed a new dome for your lizard skull. No. This dome has been freshly shorn. It's about damn time too. It's been like 2.5 months since I got my last haircut. It was starting to look too Neil Diamondy. What the fuck are they talking about, Cocopelli? Oh, is it getting windy out where you are, dude? He brought his anime pillow to summer camp. Oh my god. What if?
俺はこのニューヨークで
Went to
サ
summer
マー
camp
スクールに参加したことがあった
here in New York.
3人と出会ったのはその時だった
That's how I met these three.
初めはギクシャクしていた関係も
So awkward first day soon became the seeds of lifelong friendships.
そんなある日の出
And
来
then
事
one day, Ben fucked the doll. Oh my god! He's wearing a Gundam shirt. Dude! Oh lord. Okay. Leo hasn't changed much, I see. Where the hell are we? Waiting on the roguelike elements? There's that damn thing. What the hell's a Cocopelli? You have to let us know in your review if you successfully courted Abby. Will do. Will do. Competitive personality.
かなりアグレッシブな性格だ。
Abby is very competitive, intense, aggressive. That's the word I was looking
結
for.
構振り
It's
回
easy
さ
to
れ
get
てたりして
steamrolled by a girl like
た
that.
だまあ
But, well, that also means she's very decisive and she's always thinking of her friends.
唯一の女の子だ。
Abby's the only girl in our group. She's usually either super cheerful or super angry.
当たりは
Mainly
半
angry
分
when it comes to Ben.
言動には
I
気
try
を
to
つけ
tread carefully so she doesn't turn that anger on
明ら
me.
かにアビーと距離を置いている。
360 camera, can you no-scope people? I can no-scope clues. I can just click right on those clues like the true Major League gamer I am. Are y'all throwing down in chat now? Oh shit. Let me know who survives. I think Leo probably feels the same because I notice he tends to keep his distance. I'm gonna spread this around a bit in case getting all the way through the dialogues triggers the next plot movement. Don't know much about him.
あまり自分のことは話さない
He doesn't really talk about himself. Of course, he doesn't ask too many questions
似
either.
たような感じなんだ
I
ろう
guess I'm kind of the same way,
わ
though.
からないことが多
Been
い
living at camp together for a few days now, but there's still a lot I don't know about him. I think my only complaint about this game so far is not knowing what moves the plot forward means I kind of feel like I might be missing out on some side exploration stuff. Like in that alleyway, I wanted to use my like detective vision to check out some stuff, but clicking on that picture just kind of like scooted me straight through.
行動を共にしている
Leo hangs out with a group every now and
頼りにな
then.
る
He
仲
doesn't
間だ
usually come seek us out actively, but he knows a lot and he's good at stuff. So it's good to have around. Oh, Ben, look at you. Really nice girl crazy. Wearing that weird...
T シャツを好んで着ている
Ben is wearing his favorite t-shirt with that weird robot design on it.
彼が言うには
He says it's a popular Japanese combining robot.
見るからに
Looks more like a cheap knockoff, though.
日本で見た
The
こ
thing
と
is,
がない
I've never actually seen that character in Japan
ず
before.
っと悩んでい
I've
る
been going back and forth about whether to tell him that since the day we met. So, I mean, it's obviously a Gundam reference, but he made it sound like Voltron. Oh, baby, a triple. Girl crazy, huh?
すぐ好きにな
It's
って
a
し
Chinese
まう
knockoff. Whenever Ben notices a girl, he instantly gets a huge crush on her.
一目惚れっていうの
Love
は
at first sight can't be trusted. Grandpa always said so.
ちょっと気の毒に思えてきた
Probably a dev's way to encourage replays. Would be neat on subsequent playthroughs, whatever you choose, your choice is marked, so you know. A lot of visual novels do that, I know. Or they, at the very least, they let you skip past dialogue that you've already experienced. Makashiva. I think about Ben's future. I feel kind of bad for him. Wow, dude.
ココペリを拾った
We found Cocopelli at the mouth of the forest. What's this weird doll thing? Obviously cursed. Extremely cursed. Hey, it's Emma's.
そうなの
Really? I've never seen it before.
僕にはわかる
No, it's hers. I gave it to her.
じゃあ
So I just threw it out.
そんなことし
I
ない
think
よ
I just triggered the plot by clicking on that. Cat. Yeah, this is the lady killer right here. Clearly.
ベンはエマが好きだから
There's a
な
crush on him. Yeah, imagine that. Oh, really?
違うよ
Shut up. I do not. I mean, maybe a
ど
little.
っちだっていいわ
Well, either way. Just take it back to her instead of whining about it. Emma should be in her cabin, right, Saburo?
ベン
Saburo.
はエマが好き
Ben likes Emma? Like, he likes her?
サブローが怖い
Uh-oh. Ben broke Saburo.
僕のせいなの
It wasn't
行
me.
くならさっさと行きましょう
Could be buttheads. Let's go already.
昼のアクティビティ
Afternoon
始まっちゃう
activities are going to start soon.
ベンはエマ
Right,
を
Hermione. Ben and Emma?
しっかりしてね
Pull it together, Saburo. Ah,
頭が回らないのね
lost
ベ
it.
ンのエマは先生で
Emma's a counselor. Oh shit, she's a counselor. Find of the Emma. Okay. Cool. Wait, how do we find of the Emma? Oh, you're in Sedona right now. Oh, cool. Is this the sand lot? The anime lot. Yumineko is probably longer than Lord of the Rings, but it gets better every time I read it. What's the Emma with
誰とで
you?
もすぐ仲良くなれる
Ben's really nice. He can make friends with anyone, right?
垣根を感じ
Oh,
さ
you
せ
know,
ない
this conversation reminded me. Years ago at this point, I watched this YouTuber John Wolf. I watched him play a visual novel called The Letter, which is like it's a horror visual novel. It's super long, like super long, and the writing in it is not great. Like, I don't think it's something that I would cover, but I do remember specifically that one has a lot of branching paths in it. Like, you absolutely will not get the whole story off a single playthrough of that. Especially, he did. He ripped the shit out of it. It was strangely compelling for everyone. It was strangely compelling for him because he would rip on the story and the writing style and stuff. And it was interesting for for the viewers because I don't know, it's something you don't normally get to experience like that. Like, I mean, y'all are here watching me play a visual novel right now, so hopefully you can see a bit of that appeal. Watched that LP a long while ago. I used to watch a lot of John stuff before he recently sort of said fuck it. I've noticed he's a really salty dude. Like, he's been streaming a lot more. So he and Mr. Craven are actually the two people that got me interested in doing streaming in the first place. Like, I don't know if I ever would have gotten around to doing this without them, but ironically, I've come around to a point where I'm not really interested in watching their streams. Because John mostly does, like, multiplayer games, like Dead by Daylight right now, and he gets really salty about it. And Mr. Craven doesn't really do horror streams, which are what I enjoyed watching, so my streams didn't inspire. When was the last time I was able to watch one of your streams? It feels like a million years ago. Stream is more interactive in this game. Watching people play visual novels can be fun, like it's reading a book together. Yeah, totally. Thanks for outrightly making me question my life choices. That's what I'm here for, buddy. I'm not here because of good decisions. Craven also had a fair reach. I saw that. I don't know. I really like Mr. Craven just in general. So I think I'll always watch his stuff. But yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm not big enough to really get that kind of harassment and have to deal with it. But I just feel like it's not that big a deal. Like I get idiots commenting on my reviews all the time. I'm just kind of like, whatever. I made it a policy. Years ago I used to argue with them. I used to go into the comments and I'd like fire back. But it's been years since I did that. I realized, like, I made a policy for myself, like, do not engage. Like, there's no point in doing it. So we're trying to harass you. This is not enough of us yet. Production had gender swap Frankenstein. Oh, that's interesting. We're talking about John Wolf. He's a YouTuber and streamer. And one of the people that kind of got me started into streaming. Anyway, for better or worse, he's really outgoing. When he talks to you, it's like there's no walls between you. May have a few screws loose or be a little clumsy, but he's a lovable kid. You can't help but like him. That hair, though. That hair is just killing me. Hey, Ben, why'd you give Emma that creepy doll? There's a god or spirit that some Native American tribes worship. There's a god of the harvest or something. Anyways, supposed to bring good luck. Calling it now. Calling it now. If Saburo's grandpa didn't kill himself, the possessed Cocopelli doll did. I saw that, Dev. Aw, Captain Swing. Aw, that hurts. Hate when watching someone they skip through the instruction then get stuck and get mad at the game for it. Yeah. God of the harvest or something. Anyways, supposed to bring good luck. I guess it is. It is instructive though. Like watching streams where like whatever the streamer is doing kind of annoys me or bothers me, helps me realize the kinds of things that I should and shouldn't do in my own streams. So it's always good. Oh my god. Y'all, what just happened to Ben's face? I just noticed this. And this is his so I gave him to Emma face. So please clip my vicious roast of Oddish's shirt. Yeah, that needs to be it needs to be remembered for a very long time. Ben never learned to wink. Alright, my bad. I should Japan have talismans like that, shrines and stuff. Oh, seriously? Cool. I want to see one. I always like stuff like that. You really are a little weird. That's not weird. Okay, I'll show you one sometime if I remember. It's a promise. Oh god, it froze like that. He's just gonna make that face now. What have I done? Don't just stand there. Ben's having a stroke. I had a stroke while writing that. Ben couldn't handle the decades of dunking. What do you mean pipeline for info? Abby's got her girly points and her annoying points, I guess. She's also got a direct pipeline for info from girls in the other groups. She picks up on every last rumor and bit of gossip, no matter how small.
Emma?
Did your mother warn you about making faces like that, right? Emma, who's that?
知らないの
You know Emma's? Ma! She's one of the camp counselors.
カウンセラー
We have counselors? Where's Saburo been? Jeez, you really don't pay much attention, do you?
他に2人いるのよ
You know, those 3 college students in the t-shirts who run all the activities and stuff?
同じ大学の学生
Emma,
さんなんだ
Mason, and Olivia. They all go to the same college. Is that it? Oh, okay. Wait, is it gonna be the same thing?
エマ
Yeah, it is. Okay.
どこと同じ
That seems aloof.
クールな印象だ
Abby is a future information broker. He doesn't talk much. He seems kind of aloof. But I get the sense he's just paying close attention to everyone else.
準備を済ませてい
He'll
る
get
こと
things
が
ready ahead of time for everyone. He always joins the conversation exactly the right time. What do you think,
レオ
Leo?
はどう思う
My mom told me when I was 5 years old if I made my face that way, I'd be stuck like that. I've looked 5 years old ever since. Hey, Leo, what do you think about this Cocopelli
こん
thing?
な道端にある理由
Well, there are 2 possible reasons that the doll Ben gave Emma might be lying on the road.
どちらかだ
She either dropped it accidentally, or she dropped it on purpose.
そうだ
Okay, so this creepy doll was a
ど
present.
う思うだろうか
Maybe I can ask Abby what a girl might think of a present like this. Talk to Abby. Question get! It's Abby time. What do you think, Abby?
女の子の視点で
So what do you think about this as a present? You know, from a girl's point of view. Girls.
子供のくせに
Which part? The part where a kid tries to give a college student a present?
どういう神経
What's
し
the
て
matter
るんだ
with
ろ
him? There's no way she'd go for him. He's looking at him just over here like, I got my in. I can't lose.
大体
And
ね
normally, if you want to give a woman a present,
そういう
you have to
の
give her
じゃない
jewelry or
わからない
designer
でしょ
handbag or something like that.
まったくもう
Butthead just doesn't get it.
と
Wonk. Yeah, yeah, sure, of
あ
course.
のねサブロ
Just trust me on this, Saburo.
そもそも
I mean, don't you think it's crazy to give someone a creepy thing like that as a present?
ま
I suppose it is kind of
あ
peculiar.
なるほど
Let's see if Abby's this
捨
insistent.
てた可能性も
Maybe
あ
Emma
る
didn't like the Cocopelli and threw it away.
どこかにいないかな
Don't be brainwashed by capitalism, Abby. Fight the system. Do we know anybody who knows
オ
Emma?
リビアなら知ってるかも
Olivia, maybe. She should be in the office. Oh, Christ.
そっか
Well, question get.
管理棟に向かうこ
Fuck
と
you,
に
Ben.
な
I'm
る
not talking to you. So we headed for the office. We didn't, actually. Wait, now I have an exit button. What do you think? No, I don't care what you think, Ben. Can I invest? No, I can't investigate. That's a shame. Any clues? I guess not. Alright. Oh, we do get maps! Awesome! That's super cool. Travel this location? Hell yeah. This kind of feels like it was made for a touch interface. Is there a version for this for phones or tablets? Okay, so we enter there. Wow, this looks like the perfect murder scene. Just Steam, PS4, and Switch, huh? Dev, rein it in a bit. Don't be
管理
too
棟
weird,
に到
alright?
着した
Arrived at the office. Ben's really short. Or is he just really close? old phone. Rotary dial. Receiver. Battlefield Earth should have been a Tyler Perry movie.
かなり古そうだ。
Rotary dial's all grimy too.
かなり
Phone
古
must
そ
have
う
been
だ。
here for ages, practically antique. Just gonna go through all their shit. What is that? Bubble thing?
名前がずら
All
り
the
と
names
並
of
ん
the
でい
people
る。
working the summer camp, all laid together. Sure seem like a lot of them, though. I've never seen this many people here. Curious. Curious. Hi, Ben. How you want?
エマいないね。
Oh, it doesn't look like Emma's here. Isn't Olivia supposed to be here?
どこに行ってしまったんだろう。
誰もいない。
Supposed to be, yeah, but the place looks empty. Talk to me, Leo.
静かだな。
It's quiet too. Okay, so this is some kind of localization issue. We had this in one of our games because they use the apostrophe as a piece of code. So we had to add an escape character to it to make sure it would actually display, but it would also display a blank space before the apostrophe, which looked gross, but was the only way we could even use contractions. So this has to be some kind of like font issue. You have that issue with work too? Is it annoying as hell? We have one game, they use single quotation marks to delineate the text for buttons in the middle, like in the middle of a code block. And we have to localize the button text independent of that. So we don't know what's a button and what isn't. So we have to kind of generally avoid using apostrophes, because if an apostrophe gets into a button, then the text is going to spill out into the code and it's going to crash the client. Not allowed to use single quotes in the text at all because it interacts with the engine. Yeah, dude. Sounds like a fucking nightmare. Hey! It is! It is ungreat. Yeah, that's some of these legacy games out of Asia are just it's a wonder that they function at all. It really is. All right, I think it's searchy time. We need Olivia clues. Or perhaps not. I guess we did check everything here, huh? Wait, so am I supposed to... Oh, what should we do? Here we go.
どうしたもんだろう。
You can't search your friends, as far as I know. Place looks deserted. What's
こん
going
なは
on?
ずないよ。
Somebody's gotta be here. We just gotta yell for him, that's
ちょっ
all.
と呼んでみよう。
Oh, good idea.
すいません。
Emma!
誰も
Olivia!
いないみたいね。
She looks empty in here.
探しに行こうよ。
Guess we should look somewhere else. Localization quirk. I actually use single quotes a lot because of how a bunch of stuff is written. There you are. You found her. Is that cool, Ben?
エマいないね。
Boyo got a one-track mind. A lot of stuff that's written. What do you mean, don't use single quotes?
オリビアなら知ってるかも。
You should talk to Olivia. She might know something.
手がかりが見つかるかもし
That was funny. It was like he was replying to Abby directly. Please, miss, tell me your name. Do you know a girl named Emma?
名前を教えてよ。
私の名
I'm Olivia, your camp
前
counselor.
忘れちゃった
Speak to me. Address me. Don't tell me you've forgotten me already, Saburo. We got it. What was that? That was weird. Whispers in the static. What the? What is this? What was that?
エマに渡したい
That's weird.
知っていますか？
Do you know a girl named Emma?
もちろん
Emma, of course I know her.
静かに
What did, we're looking for her.
ここで何をしているの
What are you doing in here?
今の
Is it
時
time
間
for the forest activity about
エ
now?
マを探してるんだ。
Looking for Emma.
エマ
Emma.
そう
I'm not sure. Maybe she's at the cabin. What do you want her?
エマに渡したい
Oh, you know. Friend's got a huge boner for her. Where is the cabin?
どこにあり
God,
ます
Rays are
か？
going nuts.
あのね
Hold on a moment. You shouldn't be running off to the cabins right now, should you? That's for me to decide.
カウンセラーって
Counselor.
何？
What do you even
あな
do
た
around
たち
here?
と一緒に
Basically, we spend a whole week together with all you grade school kids. It's our job to introduce you to all sorts of new and exciting experiences.
そういう規則
Plus,
も
we
あ
share
る
meals together, stuff like that.
私も素晴らしい
You know, I
体
came
験
here
をした
myself when I was your age. I had a really great time. College
大
student,
学
aren't
生
you?
なんでしょ？
全員大学生
That's right, all the counselors are.
パール大学
The group is being looked after by students from Pearl University. Emma, Mason, and me. Let's find Emma.
静かにして
Shut up, butthead.
さあもう行って
You loved camp? I've never actually been camping. I've been to 2 summer camps, but they were hosted at colleges. One was an animation summer camp, where I actually learned how to do cell animation, and the other was a robotics camp, where I got to make my own little toy robots. That robotics camp was nuts though, because it was like, it was me and like a dozen other middle schoolers, right? And then these college kids who were like, they ran the computer labs, and they took us in one night, and they put the Quake 1 shareware on all the computers in the lab, and we did like 15-person deathmatch for hours, dude. I'm pretty sure that's where my deep, abiding love of first-person shooters comes from. Like, I played Dark Forces and Doom and stuff before that, but doing like a proper like Quake 1 LAN night was just, it was a transcendent experience. It's something that'll stick with me for my whole life. I'm one of the only ones of my friends not afraid of snakes. I love snakes. Snakes are awesome, dude. My fifth grade teacher had a pet snake, a little king snake, black and yellow, named Princess. And when she would go on vacation, she would let me snake sit. It was great. I'd take her out and she'd like curl her way up my arm and stuff. They're rad. I got to do the Britney Spears python on the neck thing at a young age. That's awesome. 1 week of summer camp will fly by. I can tell you need to enjoy every second. I better be going myself. Run along now. I thought the snake was cool and I was scared of the horses. What next?
次はさ
We need to go to the cabin
何
next.
バカ言って
I
ん
can't
の
believe
よ
you sometimes. We have to go to the activities.
言ってたでしょ
That's what Olivia told us to do, right?
ダメだ
We
よ
can't. We have to find Emma.
僕
This
に
is
は
serious. I know it.
何がわかるってのよ
Emma's dead, bro. Let's go do some activities and let the counselors find the body. Give me a break. All I did was find your stupid Cocopelli on the ground.
エマを探
I
さ
don't
な
care. We have
き
to
ゃ
find Emma.
いいじゃないか。
I'm cool with looking around some
エ
more.
マが見つかれ
Ben
ば。
will calm down if we find Emma too.
だよねだよね
Summer camp is 100% like that one Kazoo Kid video. Fine, I guess I can go with you. Hey, what do you want to do, Saburo? Oh shit, we actually have to decide. Who, me?
え？
しっかりしてね
Pull it together, Saburo.
おう。
Okay, let's go to the girls' cabin.
おそらくそこだろう。
One year I got to go to the 4-H camp at the beach and we did tide pool analysis and windsurf. That sounds like fun. My mom rides, so we got horse stuff all over my house. My mom took some horse riding lessons when I was in elementary school. She seemed to really enjoy it. It's probably where Emma is, but only Abby can go in and look for her.
あんたたちも一緒に探してよね
I hope Emma's at the girls' cabin. You guys are gonna help me search, though.
私が特別に許す
Then a hurricane destroyed the camp. Oh shit, Peach. That sucks. I know boys aren't supposed to be allowed in, but I'll make an exception. Just this once. Well, we have to go with you.
仕方ないだろ
He's so depressed about going to the girls' cabin. Ben is like, oh shit.
ワクワクしてきた
I can't wait.
ちょっとベン
What on earth are you getting all revved up
あんた
for?
分かってる
See you later, Dev. Thanks for coming out tonight, buddy. Something special about sleepaway camp, though, especially at middle school age, because all the normal social hierarchies don't apply. I totally agree, Peach. Yeah. My, so when I did that animation camp, I commuted from home, which was a terrible idea, because we had to leave, like, the camp was like an hour away, and we had to leave our house at like 6:30 in the morning to get me there. But then the robotics camp, I actually stayed, and man, that was awesome. Met a lot of really cool people doing that. Had a lot of really good discussions. Better not touch any things either, understand? Abby's right, we're looking for Emma. I don't want to turn around and see you climbing into one of the beds, okay?
分かってるよ
I've been chewed out over this already, I've got it.
大丈夫
Ben's a freak, yo. Don't worry, Abby, I'm not going anywhere near your moldy old stuff.
私の荷物
Still
に
sounds
は
suspicious, if not my
なん
stuff.
でもないよ
Yeah, don't worry about it.
早く行
Come on, let's
こう
move.
まったく
Man, this is why I call you Butthead.
サブローも行くわよ
Let's go, Saburo. You're coming too.
女子コテージに向かうことになった
Arcade Ninja Gaiden, nice. Camp people tend to be camp people for life. I can believe that. Did we do it? Oh no, I actually have to physically leave now. Girls' cabin. This looks a lot like the last one we were at. Just a different color. Oh, it's got the same numbers on it too. That's funny. I'd want to send my kid to camp as like at least like the one from Adam's Family Values.
本来女子しか
Room is
入
only
れな
for
い
the girls attending summer camp. No boys allowed. What, Abby?
誰もいないみたいね
Okay, we got the place to ourselves. You can come in.
戻ってきてない
From the look of it, Emma isn't back yet.
全体的に設備が
Hey,
新しく
girls' cabin's pretty nice. Looks a lot newer than ours.
本当だね
You're not wrong. It smells so nice in here too. Ben, don't fucking touch anything. I haven't gotten any taller since the 4th grade.
入り口で待ってなさ
Hey,
い
Butthead, you have to wait at the doorway until I give you the all clear.
なんでだよ
Something scarier about a horse than an elephant. Elephants are kind of slow, but horses, you know, if a horse is upset about something, you're gonna know immediately. If I had kids, well, if I had a boy, I'd drop him off in a junkyard with a blowtorch, tell him not to come back until he built something incredibly destructive. If I had a girl, I'd send her one of those girls make games camps. There, best parent. That's a plan. Ouch, yikes, bacon copter.
僕も仲間に
Let
入
me
れて
come
よ
in too,
手が
please.
かりを探してみるか
Alright, let's look for
名探
clues.
偵の孫なんでしょ
Your grandson of a famous investigator, right,
そう
Saburo?
だよ
Yeah.
ニューヨーク市長の息子
You're
なん
the
でしょ
son of the mayor of New York? Wait, Leo's the mayor's son?
あすぐにわか
So
る
the
だ
two of you
ろ
working together should be able to find Emma in no
みんな
time.
は知ってる
I don't even know Emma. What about the rest of you?
よく知らない
Depresso hour is over. Elephants have almost human level intelligence. Horses can scare themselves to death. But I think that's what makes horses scarier. Like an elephant, you can kind of trust to like read the situation and be chill about stuff and be friendly, but a horse can just like snap at a moment's notice and trample you or kick you. don't either. I was never that interested in getting to know
俺と同じだな
her. Just like me.
大雑把な人だと
She's
思
kind of
う
a messy person.
ぐちゃぐちゃ
Her
だっ
bed's
た
been a
の
mess for the past 2 days.
優しくて
Emma's a
素敵な
sweet,
女性だよ
lovely lady.
とても
She's so
可愛
cute
い
when she smiles, and she smells so
怒
nice.
った顔
When
が
she's
まだ
angry,
いいんだ
wow,
よ
such a firecracker.
くっ
It's like she's got my heart in her
され
hands.
ちゃうっていう
Oh, I can hardly describe it.
鳥肌立
Just
っ
thinking
ちゃ
about
う
it gives me goosebumps, seriously.
ほら見てブツブツ
Oh my god, Ben, shut the fuck up. You're sick in the head.
探してみようよ
Let's just look for clues. Please. Bed. Didoon. Alright, so that's Emma's bed. Abby's bed. Let's check Abby's bed.
上を調べてみた
I investigate the top bunk.
上は私が使って
The
いる
top
の
bunk is mine.
ピーチサンダルだ
Her beach sandals hanging from the bedpost.
私
I've
の
noticed my
お気に
sandals.
入り
They're my favorite pair.
下を調べてみた
Ben has been reading too much Sonic fan fiction. Invested the bottom bunk.
下はエマが使っ
Emma
てい
used
る
the
綺
bottom
麗
bunk.
に整えられ
This
て
bed
い
is
た
beautifully
几
made.
帳面な人
Is
なの
Emma
か
a
な
neat and tidy person? Her bed is very nicely
お
made.
かしい
It is? That's odd.
いつもはぐっちゃぐちゃ
Normally
な
her
んだ
bed
け
is a
ど
total scrunched up mess, but it's all made up nicely now? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Because she was just talking about how messy Emma is. Ooh. Definitely not gonna be going late tonight. Whew. Any of y'all doing anything special for Thanksgiving tomorrow? My parents are coming up. We're gonna do a steak dinner together. Since I'm like the only person in my immediate family that actually likes turkey.
備え付けられているロッカーだ
These are the lockers the girls' cabin gets, just like the rest of the place. They're solid, nicely made.
比べ物にならな
They
い
can't even be compared to the battered lockers we put up with in the boys' cabin.
エマも使っているのか
I too found woods porn when I was a kid. It's weird. It's weird how much of a thing that was, but for like a very specific generation of Americans. It's like for like a 20-25 year period, dudes were just sticking tons of porn in the woods. Like such a high density of porn that it could be found. It's so bizarre. I really don't get it. And I guess the internet has soundly killed the time-honored tradition of woods porn, but for those of us that were lucky enough to experience it, what the fuck, man? You just missed woods porn, Peach Girl. I'm sorry. Formative experience. Still exists. There's still caches of porn. Maybe there's some geocached porn. That'd be amazing. That would be genuinely amazing. Geocached porn drops. Bring back woods porn. I mean, maybe somebody is. Like, maybe there are folks out there just keeping the dream alive. Funny to think about.
これエマのシャツだ
That's Emma's shirt. Pause our stuff.
お願いする
Ben, you are such a freak.
まったく
Leave. God, why are we even doing this now? That could be a startup. Could be the next big Silicon Valley company. Disrupt the porn industry. Oh, we got something. We got clue sign. It's trash. It's garbage. 8 o'clock archery range.
ゴミ箱の中を漁ってみ
I
た
rummaged through the trash.
紙くずが
What's
入っ
this?
てい
There's
る
some wadded up paper here.
ちょっとサブロー
Sabro, get the hell out of the garbage.
紙くずを開いてみ
I
た
opened up the balled up paper.
8時
It says 8
アー
o'clock
チェリー場
archery range.
何かのメモのようだけど
Was that a Dune reference? Not intentional. But Dune is so ingrained in my psyche, it might have been. The film was very impactful for me. And then when I was living in Japan, I read the first I think I only read the first 2 books. It might have been the first 3. I don't remember. Actually, it might have been the first 3. I read far enough into the series to witness Paul's final fate. I can honestly say I read Playboy for the articles because they were lying around. Nice. I should ask Leo about it. Talk to Leo. Question get. Isn't Playboy not a porn mag anymore? I think Hefner's daughter runs it now, and I think she was trying to push it more mainstream. If I remember correctly, that kind of ironically backfired because people weren't really reading Playboy for the articles; they were reading it for the porn. Because to be fair, right, like, if you think back to Playboys, it's very different porn that you tend to get on the internet. Weekly Playboy in Japan is unaffiliated and also not a porn mag, I think. Okay, one of the weirdest things about living in Japan was the discovery that every grade school age girl wore Playboy bunny socks. Every single one without exception. And it was like, it had nothing to do with Playboy itself. It's just at some point, it's like the KFC Christmas dinner thing. At some point, like, socks with like the Playboy bunny on them just became the thing for grade school girls to wear, and they all got them. Like, everybody got the memo at once. And they all had to have them, and it just persisted. So Japan, I feel like Japan has to be the easiest country in the world for shit like that to catch on. Where if something shows up on... I think I told you guys while I was living there, some morning show did a piece on how healthy bananas were for you. And it literally triggered, like, a run on bananas across the country. You could not get bananas in stores anymore. Everybody was fucking buying bananas because a TV show said they were good for you. I made the mistake of buying weekly Playboys near me when I worked in a small town, and the Konbini auntie loved talking to me. That's cool, though. That's really cool. Who doesn't love cute idols? Really now, what kind of soulless husk doesn't appreciate a good idol or two? Heard that the Vermont brand of curry is from old diet fad in the 80s that involved honey and apples. No way! Kruger, that's really interesting and 100% believable. Yeah, in the trash. Check out this note. 8 o'clock archery range. That's what it says.
どれどれ
Oh, that's Emma's handwriting. There you
僕に
go.
はわかるんだ
They had hard gay do a tour of schools like dry humping tables and stuff. Nothing about Japan will ever shock me. Abby, when's the trash collected? Let me think. Last night the cleaner came around just before lights out. That seems like all the information we can get here. That was a very insightful question Saburo asked. When was the trash last taken out? Because that could help you place which 8 o'clock it's referring to. You translated hard gay on an idol show once. That must have been interesting. Shall we go to the boys' cabin next? Good idea. Might be someone there we can talk to.
ここにいたいな
I once been a little... Ben, shut up. You no longer have agency in this.
ちょっと待って
I'm gonna try and speed this up a little bit because we got 15 more minutes and I'm rather intent on ending on time because I am tired. But I'd like to finish this flashback sequence. So I might start eschewing some of the additional dialogues and just focus on our actual objectives here. I'm clicking on the one that's telling us where we already are. Hi, Tired. I'm Dad. Wow. You really went for it. I played Shiritori and got called out for rod shape thing. I know, it's so chill. I'm enjoying this a lot. This is great. Like, I'm already... They did a good job of building up Saburo's grandfather and the mystery surrounding him, because I'm already 100% on board for... Holy fuck.
男子コテージに到着した。
Alright, we're gonna power through this. You're already invested? Yeah. I'm 100% on board for finding Saburo's grandfather's murder. I want to know what happened. Like, the characters are interesting enough. The interactions between this group I really like, especially Abby, because. But yeah, this has gotten off to a really good start, at least up to this point. Could just have a chill chatting night sometimes. That's true, we could. This guy who gives half the counselors STDs. A podcast thing, huh? Just chatting night? That's not a bad idea. It's looking at a snack.
Oi, 何やってるんだ?
What are you doing? Do you know what time it is?
あ、メイソンだ。
Hey Mason, we're looking for Emma.
そうだ
Hey, let's ask Mason. Let's not, actually. Talk to Mason. Question.
そうだね。
Here goes nothing. Alright, talk to Mason. Chatting about food and horror while playing Slime Rancher or something. Peach, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Pick something particularly mindless that I don't need to comment so heavily on. Because some of the stuff we play lends itself to commentary. You know, some of the stuff we do here, I feel like I need to keep, like, we need to talk about the game itself. But this, at least, it's, you know, it's been pretty easy to, like, pause and chat about stuff. It's the same with Tangle Deep, too. But yeah, like, this might actually be a really good opportunity to play something on stream that... Something like an ARPG or Slime Rancher, or like a survival game or something. And just talk about stuff. Euro Truck Simulator. Oh, a truck sim. I have Euro Truck Simulator. Desert Bus. Oh god. Yeah, I don't think we'd have too much trouble as long as everybody's here. Like as long as all the chatty Cathys and chat are here, I don't think we'll have any problem keeping the conversation going. Full desert bus run. I will donate every hour. Ooh. Building games. Yeah. I can start building a city in City Skylines. Let's just ramble over that. Let's wait until I get my Ritalin. I'm gonna think about this. I'm going to seriously ponder this proposal because it's a very good idea. I just need to decide if I want to do this like what night I want to do this on. If I want to do it as like special streams or something. Oh shit, Peach, you don't have to do that. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this. This is an excellent idea. This is definitely something that should happen. You're probably University.
そうだよ。
Yeah, I am. Me, Olivia, and Emma too. The way you said Emma sounded strange. That was interesting. There's something going on we don't know about. Do you know Emma Mason?
友達なの？
Are you friends?
なんでそんなこと聞くの?
Whoa! What just happened here? Why are you even asking about
ど
that?
うしてこんなに慌ててるん
It's
だ
an
ろう？
innocent question, but look how he panics.
何か引っかか
There's
る
more
な。
to this. What do you like about Emma?
どこが好きなの？
Is Phantom Doctrine any good? Which was that? Was that the... Was Phantom Doctrine the, like, spy XCOM one? Cold Rolled Steel! Hey, buddy! You made it! How you doing? Death Stranding would be good for... Well, I mean... when we get around to Death Stranding, we'll still be doing stuff like this. So I'm not gonna do like a one-off chat stream. We just have to pick some good games for it and experiment, and then we could totally make that a regular thing. Just got out of the jacuzzi. Oh my god, dude. That sounds so nice. Alright, has some quirks. Sure, I mean, she's beautiful, easygoing, cheerful, and what a great smile. Man, she's even cute when she's angry. You know how hard that is to pull off? Oh god, he did a wink. I don't think anyone can hate Emma. Hey, what kind of question was that? Somebody's got a crush. Yes, the summer camp shirt. It's like being counselor is fun. It's fun, sure, but there's this rule that we aren't allowed to leave the camp. Ever. Even a convenience store only 10 minutes away by car, but nope, no dice. Nah, sorry, I'm not supposed to be complaining to you guys either. Have you seen Emma today? I've been looking for her for a while. No, I've been waiting to talk to her too, actually. After breakfast, she just ran from the cafeteria without even looking me in the eye once. Then she didn't show up for lunch either. I want to talk to her about what? Mason, what did you want to talk to Emma about? It's a bit complicated. You just noticed Ben's Gundam shirt? I was commenting on that back in the first scene with him. It looks like Gundam, but he described the show as Voltron, like combining robots, so. I told her last night, you know. Told her what? All the bad things you've done? No, that I like her. Ah, that kind of told her. Uh-oh. Mason's muscling in on Ben's territory. She said she wanted some time. She asked me if I'd wait for her answer. She did? Yes, I can work with that. Oh, that's cool, Hieronymus, no worries. A Gundam shirt. Come on, kid, give me a break. It wasn't easy for me. Another piece of the puzzle. Why not, anyway? This seems like the perfect place to profess your love. Wow, look at Mason's face. Dude is tormented. I'd eat that Gundam. One thing I almost forgot. We heard that Emma was at the cabin. Do you know anything about that? Lunch is over, so she might be getting ready for the next activity. Oh, but the archery range isn't supposed to be used today. She might be out practicing archery on her own. To get this Kokopelli doll to her. Coco, what now? What are you talking about? Figure Ben is holding. I see. Should I go with you to the archery range? I'm gonna ditch Mason. I know the way. Every expression on his face looks like a reason to beat him with an aluminum bat. If you give that Kokopelli to Emma, make sure you go back to your proper activity. Should we check out the boys' cabin? We know this place pretty well. Oh, Abby just wants to get in. Fine, go ahead. Great, I'm gonna get in everything. I'm not sure I follow her thinking, but it's best not to upset her. Abby owns. Happy Abby, happy group. She literally owns. Okay. So we can leave whenever we want. Boop. Bottom bunk. I sleep on the bottom, though Ben wriggling through the night often keeps me awake. Gross. Ben sleeps on the top bunk. He's a noisy sleeper, always tossing and turning. Dude knows not to piss off his future wife. Is that with the Fatal Frame action font? I feel like that's a thing in Japanese games. Like it's a sort of commonality among them. Shared lockers are crammed with our belongings. Leo and I had our fair share, but Ben looked ready to stock a fallout shelter. Candy, toys, a tape deck, cassettes. Almost nothing of use at summer camp. Alright, let's detective mode this real quick. I knew it! Friggin' trash cans. Trash is collected early every morning, so there's not much to see. Just wrappers from the candy Ben was eating this morning, the breakfast of champions. Ah, boo! fonts are good. World needs more cool fonts. Okay. Let's roll on to the archery range. I wonder if we're actually going to catch up to Emma. Arrived at the archery range.
的がいっぱいあるね
So the archery range, I guess that explains all the
アー
targets.
チェリー場だからな
Gotta have something to shoot at.
ここにもいない
Emma isn't here either, is she? Where's she
もう
gone?
見当たらない
I
な
don't see anyone else at all.
ないみたいだね
Aren't holding archery today. What do you think that note we found in the trash can at the girls' cabin was
昨
saying?
日の朝か
Yesterday morning, last night, or maybe it meant tonight? Where's Emma
今
going?
晩か
I'm terrible at archery. Cannot handle it. The game's files use both English and Japanese font single quote. Wow, that sucks. One of those is required in every line and the other is never used. Dude, what a pain in the ass.
わざわざメモする必
That
要
is
は
just
ないだろ
that. Oh man, I hate it when shit like that gets baked into games. If I were on the summer camp schedule, there wouldn't be any need to write a note. Maybe there's sudden change. Could have been something that isn't camp related at all, something personal. That's a good point.
ランチかな
Maybe she's going to eat lunch.
調べてみようぜ
Look for clues. Dude.
置かれている
Look
的
at
を
the
見
targets
た
on the archery range. Must take a lot of concentration to hit a target that small. Yeah, no kidding. Net. Ba-doop.
ネットを見
I
た
walked around the entire archery range and looked at the netting. It's quite a fine
Kanari
net when compared to, say, one used for batting cage. It doesn't block visibility as much as I would have thought. You can easily see it's there from the outside.
8時アーチェリー場に訪れ
Considering
た
that note from the
可能
girls'
性
cabin,
が
it's
高い
likely that Emma visited the archery
何
range.
の用事で来た
If
ん
it
だ
wasn't related to one of the camp activities, then what was it that brought her here? Take the target and find Emma filled with arrows. I'm half expecting to like turn around, like turn away from the friends, and there's just like a corpse on the ground or something. Path to the storehouse.
何があるんだろ
What's that over there?
その先は
A
そうか
storehouse. All the gear for activities is stored there. I've got kind of an ominous feeling about this.
あれ
Well, how do you know that? I came here when I was helping prepare for activities.
ボルダリングの用具を
I
運ん
carried
だ
rock climbing equipment like harnesses, carabiners, and all that.
ハーネス
I know what harnesses are, but Carol, what?
何それ
Just making words up. This Voorhees struck early this movie. You went rock climbing yesterday, didn't you? It's the metal hook that you clip onto the harness to hold the rope.
おー
Does sound vaguely familiar.
声
I
に
don't remember stuff like that.
締め付けが半端ないんだよな
Being all strapped up like that too, it's so constricting, makes me feel all tingly.
これだ
Okay, Ben.
気をつけろよ癖になるらしいから
Emma just wants to smoke weed in peace, jeez. Grandpa often says that getting tied up can be habit for what? My grandpa often says getting tied up can be habit forming. Rolling on.
あもう
Yeah, don't encourage him. Wow, habit
こ
forming?
んなに楽しいんだね
Yeah, rock climbing. Yeah, that's enough messing around. Do we actually go this
その先は倉庫だそっちも探して
わか
We'll
った
search there. We'll check it out later. Okay. Oh, Ben, shut up. Leo, talk to me.
倉庫があったはずそっちも
わかった
Yeah, we should. And I would like to go there now. Wait. Search mode. Okay. Search mode yields nothing. Why is Abby blushing?
か
She
な
getting
り
the
小さいのね
BDSM talk?
おそらく的の大きさは4距離は倍以上になる
詳しいなレオ
ちょっとかじったんだ
すごいあれよ
そうでもないさ
Excuse me.
でも
Where have you gone, Emma?
それは言ってみな
行きましょう
ちょっと
Alright, head for the
倉
storehouse.
庫に行ってみることにした
So I go check the storehouse. I got a bad feeling about this.
用具が置いてあるん
Keep
だ
the activity equipment in there. I'm sure they keep it locked. You can't check inside the storehouse after all.
わからないんだし
If Still can't find them.
閉じ込められて
Emma might be locked inside. You're right, I'm sure that's it. Emma must be locked in the storehouse.
ちょっと落ち着け
That's clearly impossible.
冗談もほど
Abby,
ほどに
please
しろ
stop joking around. Sorry.
さあ早いとこ
Come on, let's search. Somebody was shoofing around. Oh, shoot. I clicked out. Some kind of court there. Storehouse door. Doo-doo. Look at the storehouse door. It looks pretty solidly built and a bit shabby. No way a bunch of kids like us could break it down. Storehouse key. Door is locked just as Leo said. Although the lock is kind of rusty and worn, it's still fit for the job. It didn't look like we'd be able to break it easily. It resisted all of our efforts to open it and kept the door shut tight. Oh, I wonder if this would play out differently if we brought Mason with us. If he might have been able to, like, unlock it for us. Lock itself shows signs of being opened and shut recently. The bolt is shiny free rust. If we had a hammer, do tell. That's okay, we can handle this. Doo-doo. Open metal drum. Filled with the ashy remains of something burnt. Guys, we found Emma. Surface of the drum is quite cool. Killed it in a long time since anyone burned garbage here. Alright, not here. Rustle, rustle. Something's rustling around in the bushes. But search mode ain't doing anything for me. What is that? What is that? No, Emma's in there. We have to find her. Shut up. Find teeth of his Emma. Yeesh. Okay, then I took a quick look around. Nothing in particular caught my eye. Only place left to look at inside. If we break the lock off and Emma isn't in there, we'll be in real trouble. I really can't let this go. I'll stay here while you go to the office to borrow the key.
あんた無茶なこと
Drink this. It's a special herbal tea I made. Jesus Christ. Leo's like a 65-year-old dude in like a 10-year-old's body.
これ美味しいね
よかったな
大したこと
Okay. So now we have to go back to the office. I guess. Oh, Jesus God! What you kids doing here? You trying to pull something? Didn't do anything. Abby was the one who wanted to bust open the lock. What? Trying to break in, you say? Which one of you is Abby?
そんなこと言ってないわ
I'm trying to break in. Darn kids, that's breaking and entering. That's a whole mess of no good.
待ってください
Please wait.
俺たち
We didn't come here to cause trouble. Them kids that came to help out yesterday.
レオです
Questions, huh? Well, let's hear them. Holy moly.
ボブっていうのか
It's Bobu. That's my name, don't wear it out. Looking after bratty kids coming to summer camp for 50 years. You got a problem with that? That's incredible.
すごいですね
So, I just think so. That's what you're hoping I'd say to that, right? Stupid brat. Expect an old man like me to play nice? Dang kids, a bunch of frauds, a lot of you.
ごめんなさい
I'm in the sight. As long as you get it. So, Bob. Do you know Emma?
エマを知っていますか
Real well. Emma's so cheerful and hardworking. She's a real good lady. You don't see too many like her these days. All the kids who come here love her. Gotta say, pretty fond of her myself.
林道
She
で
waved me something. Saw Emma on the path this morning? What time was that? Right after breakfast. 8:30. He does have that red nose. What's inside the storehouse?
何が入っていますか？
TV equipment, grass cutting, and other groundskeeping equipment, maintenance tools, stuff like that. What's your name? Leo something? Yeah, I went inside yesterday. See anything suspicious? No, right?
そうですね。
No. Why are you so mad? Why are you mad, bro?
なぜ？
Folks keep poking around the storehouse without even asking me. Everybody making excuses, doing whatever they want, making trouble for me. Should you be licking a knife suggestively soon? So what's the plan now, y'all? She hungry.
倉庫の麻薬。
倉庫のいないと思うんだけど。
What are you doing? I'm sorry. Okay, so we can't go there as long as Bob's in the way. But I can't leave either. Does anyone else hear that noise?
何か音がしている。
From inside the storehouse? What noise? There's no way. Ah!
何かあったの？
Leo, did you notice anything moving? No, it shouldn't be anything moving.
なかったの。それ
There's something moving around in there.
ゴムがかエマを出
Let
せ。
Emma out. What are you doing? Don't bite me, you little twerp.
おい、やめろ。
エマを。
What's the matter with you? You stupid brats, get out of here.
二度と来るな。それから危険だから。
林道の
Cliffs on the woodland path?
そういえば
Did he say he saw Emma on the woodland path?
探しに行くんじゃないぞ。
Doesn't want searching back there because that's where Emma was. I think that was supposed to be a bed line. We can't get into the storehouse. I do wonder about him seeing Emma on the path this morning.
手がかりが見つかるかもしれない。
林道に向かってみよう。俺たちは林道へ向かうことにした。
Thanks for streaming. It reinforced my desire to avoid VNs entirely. It is a lot of reading. It's a very... Jesus. It's a very specific style of game. So it's, of course, not going to appeal to everybody. Okay, I think I gotta stop here. I really like. I want to know. I want to know what happened to Emma. I'm super invested in this, but I've been sitting here for 3 hours. I don't think that's a big stretch to do a visual novel for. Like, if there's no corpse here, then yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. I'm starting to fade out, so, and I would hate to just pitch over at my desk while we're doing this. So, what are these things? Oh, cool. Interesting. Oh shit, there's a lot of characters in this game. We're not even like halfway in. That's very cool. I wonder which one of the murderer. Yeah, I'm very interested to find out. Alright. Yeah, let me just... No, there's nothing in there. Okay. We should be fine. Should be auto-saving. So yeah, this is off to a good start as far as I'm concerned. This is really cool so far. Doesn't have the meta progression you desire. That's cool. Happy holidays and happy week to our friends living in less suck places. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me tonight for alternate Jake Hunter Daedalus: The Awakening of Golden Jazz. It's pretty cool. Glad you guys put me on it. I don't play a lot of visual novels, and this one seems a lot purer of a visual novel than the ones that I tend to play. So yeah, pretty neat. Hopefully you enjoyed the look at it. So Friday sounds like we're doing some kind of Hell Night. I'm gonna leave it to y'all to decide, with enough time for me to prepare, of course. Let's see. Nominations for the what is this? Nominations for the Reader's Choice reviews end tomorrow at noon. I think I can probably link that one more time. Yep, I can. There's a really weird noise outside. Like an alien blast or something. So yeah, if you want to nominate any games for the Reader's Choice reviews for next month, go ahead and do them there. And then over the following 2 days, we'll be voting on them. Not bad for doing 2 long intro games too. It's cool, dude. It's cool. This is a lot of fun. This is great. And I'll remind people to vote on Friday night stream too. So Saturday, more Vagrant Story. Really excited about that. Really looking forward to that. Vagrant Story has been even more interesting and engrossing than I thought it would be. So that should be cool. Next week, I haven't really made many plans for next week yet. I think we're gonna start slowly getting back towards our set schedule. So Monday, probably going to start another full playthrough, though I haven't decided what yet. We might talk about the list on Friday, if we need something else to podcast about. Yeah. And Ring Fit Hell Night is coming. Tonight's stream was completely stable. 3 hours and 15 minutes, not a single dropped frame. So I think we're safe on the internet front. So anyway, before I start rambling too much, I'll let y'all go. RPG Nights of the Jam. We had a lot of fun with Vagrant Story. It was really popular. A lot of people came out to see it. As it's a cool game. It's just a super cool game. So stable stream for visual novel. All right, cool. So yeah, thanks again for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. Good to see you as always. Thank you for the follows and the bits and the subs and just being here and hanging out. So yeah, hopefully I will see you guys on Friday or in Discord or wherever else. Until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.